Thanks for waking up with Morning Wood.
You know it's the best feeling in the world.
My name is Joey.
I'm Stick.
And I'm the loser. No, wait.
Yes!
I'm the girl with these losers, Chrissy. You're waking up with Morning Wood.
On Detroit's first all-digital sports network.
Woodward Sports, let's
go!
go!
Woodward Sports Network.
Let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Action. Lights, camera, action. Welcome to the Morning Wood Show. My name is Stick. I got Chrissy with me this morning. Hi, Chrissy.
I feel like all adult-like I'm sitting today, guys.
You sit there, Chrissy,
You
and
just
look
sit
pretty.
down, you shut up.
Joey, you sit there and look ugly.
I am sitting here looking pretty.
You got the rocking the Oakland University
Yeah,
hoodie
gotta-
today.
Gotta rep my Oakland University Grizzlies. Shout out class of 2015.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday. We're 2 days away from the new year, and
Wow.
my goodness, what a crazy snowstorm we kind of woke up to this morning.
I know, what was that? I got my boots on and everything.
Yeah,
Dude, I
ice.
remember walking out at like 7 o'clock yesterday, and I was just in my shorts and a t-shirt. But then I wake up this morning and there's snow covering the car. I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, we got a lot to get into today. I mean, the Pistons played last night. Chrissy got drunk watching the Pistons last night.
Again.
The Bucks set a
Again.
record. Adam's got his power rankings. We got NFL mock draft.
You.
All types of stuff going on
Got a
today.
lot of things.
And we got to get an update on Corey's health because Corey was out yesterday with
We
some
were
health
scared
issues.
for Corey for a minute there.
Yeah, so we'll get into all of that today on the show. Thank you guys for waking up with us. Not only on Facebook, not only on YouTube, but we're also on Twitter and Twitch this morning as well. So platforms, look out. We're coming for all of you.
Platforms for days.
All the platforms. So shout out to everybody that's on watching us on Facebook right now, and Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So we'll go through the comments and make sure we say hi to you guys. So last night, Joey, the Pistons, they pistoned again. Like this has been
Pistoned again.
this has kind of been the trend through the entire season so far. I know we're only 4 games deep, but 3 quarters of solid basketball, 4th quarter fall apart. Again.
It's too much. The only thing that looked good out there was the 313 City Edition jerseys.
I love those
looked
jerseys.
so clean last night.
Those look sweet.
Yeah. You know, it was a weird game last night. We're getting into Chrissy's video. We'll probably talk about that in like a couple minutes. The thing I really want to touch on, though, is Blake Griffin is now in the concussion protocol.
Got cracked.
It didn't look good.
Dude, he took an elbow right to the face. Corey, you could throw that up. And
A lot of blood.
There was, and what's crazy is when he gets up, his mouthpiece is full of blood, and
Oh,
his eyes are
dude.
so big. He's like, "Ah."
That is the
Don't your
worst
pupils
feeling.
dilate when that happens, and that's how you know it's bad?
I would assume
Right?
so. Yeah, your whole brain gets rewired when that
Yeah,
happens.
dude.
So he got taken out of the game, and he had about 8 points at that point in the game. So we're just hoping Blake comes back healthy. I mean, that's been kind of the thing with Blake is we need him to stay healthy. And last night had nothing to do with like a torn ligament or something like that. It was just a straight up elbow to the grill, and now he could potentially be out a couple games.
Yeah, and I mean, we look at the game yesterday, and once he gets taken out of the game, again,
Yep.
Jeremy Grant
Oh, I feel
stepping
bad
up.
for him.
Yeah.
And
Like every time I watch that video, I feel bad.
It just hurts me.
You know, to me, that just goes to show, like, you know, everybody talks about what's the toughest sport and who's the toughest athlete. Basketball
Don't say
players.
basketball, come on.
Well, they don't have helmets or anything, man. Like, if you look at
that's not
him,
the
he is,
toughest
like,
sport.
genuinely hurt.
What do you think then? What do you
Especially, here's the thing. Old school basketball, all day. 2020 basketball,
think?
they're too soft these days.
You think they're soft?
What do you think?
Yeah,
What
they
changed?
just start- they call it fouls for everything.
So here's what I was thinking about last night when I saw that happen. It was like, oh, okay, you know, these are grown-ass men, 7 feet tall, absolute giants of men clashing into each other all the time. And then you think about like football players like Joik. Joik's a big guy,
Yeah.
but on the NBA court, he would look tiny.
Yeah, he would. I guess you're right.
So, and then hockey players, we all know are tough as hell, but once again, you put them on a basketball court, they look tiny.
They're still gonna look tiny. Yeah.
So-
It's not about. I mean, it's all relative to what sport you're playing. So you can't compare
Yeah,
hockey
I agree.
To basketball.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking if there was like a MMA or a UFC for all the sports, you know, because a couple football players have tried to go to MMA.
Yeah.
Haven't really done that well. Like Greg Hardy just got his ass beat a couple weeks ago. I don't know. It was just weird to think about because that's a hard hit to take.
You said MMA?
Yeah.
Like they did what?
He transitioned from football to try to go to MMA. It did not work out well with him. Corey, what do you think? You think basketball players are tougher than any other sport or no?
I don't think they're tougher than any other sport. I think they're like, you know, hockey and football. They take a lot more punishment, but in Blake's case, I mean, elbow straight to the grill like that can knock down anybody.
And he stayed in the game.
He
That's
took
what,
it like a champ too.
That's what I was impressed with, that he stayed in the
Yeah.
game.
But how often does that happen?
It happens like 8 times a game, man.
Oh, come on. I
I
wouldn't
think we
say
need to put
that.
an elbow to
It
Joey's
happens.
grill so Joey can understand.
It happens, but you know, if you get hit right, like I've had a concussion. If you get hit right, it's real foggy and it's real foggy up there. That's why sometimes I really honestly just talk slow because of concussion history. So it affects people differently. But
Yeah.
you take a shot like that to the dome, that's gonna drop anybody. You also gotta think these guys are like lifting 200-300 pounds. It's
Right.
not just a normal elbow. You're getting boom
From a
right on the
giant.
jaw.
That's
From a
muscular
giant.
elbow, too.
Yeah, so you did the concussion, you had a concussion, and you had to go through like speech therapy and all of that, right?
Yeah, I had to really just kind of learn how to control my patterns and just deal with headaches. And, you know, sometimes when the lights get in here a little bit bright, I might go outside and sit in my car for a quick second and come back. And it's so much different stuff that goes
Really
into
be like that.
recovery from a concussion.
Right, and then could you imagine getting right back on the court and taking more hits to the head?
Not like that. No.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So
If you're getting paid, I mean, maybe, but in Corey's situation, what was the cause of that for you, by the way, Corey?
we don't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
We don't. No, we can tell the story. Go ahead, Corey.
I mean, as long as it's not like depressing or something.
No, it's funny.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So the story was,
Well, what happened was.
What happened was
it all started when my grandmother's driveway was, ice, it's full of ice, and I didn't want to have her or my aunt go outside and slip and fall or anything like that. So I said, let me go over there. I'm gonna shovel my grandma's snow. I'm gonna go put some salt down. And as soon as I put the salt down, I slip. And it's not one of those just normal slips.
Right.
It's like in the cartoons where you slip. It's like a banana peel.
feet go up in the
and the feet go up in the air. And I landed head right on the back of the cement.
dude.
And it was so bad that I couldn't even get up. I had to crawl inside the house.
Yeah. So
You guys ever slip on ice though? It's no joke. Have you
Yeah.
ever like actually knocked yourself out like
I'm just
that?
trying to figure out why the ice was there. Like, why did the ice have to be in your way like that?
yeah, Corey.
Yeah.
Doesn't that ice
Put that
know
ice
who
there.
you are?
Damn, Mother Nature.
So the Pistons are now 0-4 on the season. They don't have another game till the first of the year. And the next couple games are going to be rough. Like the Pistons potentially could start this season like 0-8, 0-10 easily. But what we saw last night is what we've been seeing, and that's young people trying to grow. And as long as they're continuing to grow, we're going to keep supporting the Pistons, and I like the plan that they got in place. I just want to see them close a damn game.
I know.
Just close it.
It was a good game though.
It was.
I think it was especially against Steph Curry.
Yeah, well, let's see your video on this.
Can I give a little disclaimer?
Yeah, sure.
It was like a
it.
day drinking day that turned into night, and so it's like, you can tell in the video I couldn't really make a lot of sentences.
It was an early game, so you had to get drunk early for it. So go ahead. Let's watch Chrissy's video.
All right, let's get it going. Got a little late start here. Had a couple things to do, but I'm ready. Line's open. Pistons are on. Oh shit! Concussion protocol on Blake right now. We're 53-53. Pistons got the ball. I mean, we're not doing that bad right now, guys. Especially for oh, honey, where are you going? Third quarter. Warriors 53, Pistons 53. The guy with the baby face from last night that I wouldn't sit on, he's doing a free throw right now. Baby face, he dribbles, he hands it off to Legging. One more time for the people in the back. Bam! I just realized the hottest thing a basketball player can do on this effing court is put his mouth guard to the side while he's doing a free throw like Steph Curry just did. I'm sorry, Aisha. I love ya, but your man was sexy doing it. New drinking game. Every time someone takes a layup, And misses, I'll drink. Woo! Whoa. I think I just caught the rare time Steph Curry did not make a shot.
So did you slow that video down of you falling? Like, because you did the edit on that. Or was that just you actually falling that slow?
No, drunk me actually was like, yo, that's funny. It's in slow-mo. Like, I tripped over my sweatpants.
So yeah, you got pretty lit last night, huh?
Yeah, I got lit. Well, so I'm creating this drinking game. And I'll probably have it to you guys by the next Pistons game. It's gonna be like a fantasy girl league.
Okay.
But for like the wine drinkers, kind of. And I kind of tested it last night.
And it worked.
And it worked.
It clearly worked.
I was trying to, so when Blake got his concussion protocol, I couldn't even say it. I don't know if you guys heard about it. I was like, concussion protocol. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun by myself. I don't know what that says, but.
Well, it's quarantine. That's what you gotta do, baby.
Yeah.
Like, you're not having people over. Just wait till you can have a bunch of girls in the basement getting drunk watching these games.
It's gonna be a good time when I
I'm
can have
looking
people
forward
there.
to those videos.
Oh yeah, you guys just wait. I had the selfie ring light all set up and everything, so it was like hands free, so I could do whatever I wanted. I'm like tripping all over.
Next thing you know, a pillow fight breaks out. And,
There's no clothes on.
Who knows?
Sticks coming over.
Nope, don't do that. Hey, you leave him out of there.
Knock, knock, knock. It's me and Kelly Oubre. What's up?
Oh, stop. I found a newfound love for Oubre, dude.
Yeah,
You've
that's.
been loving him all season.
Yeah.
She saw him, the first game when they were playing Brooklyn, and that's
Yeah.
when you fell in love with
I was
him.
like, hold on, who's that?
So Kelly Oubre, you're in there, man.
Yeah, you're in there like Amendola.
Just slide in the DMs, please.
No. I just like to look at them. I don't want to do anything with them.
Well, you know what hurt the most though yesterday, and I could tell watching Chrissy's video. One of those points was when you see Damian Lee hitting that three-pointer at the end, just like he did in that game winner against the Bulls the other day. And it's just like at the end they caught fire on those threes. And it's like we just started getting close.
But that's what Golden State does. So,
I know.
So Chrissy, I'm glad that you're enjoying watching the games.
We're having a friggin' blast.
You're almost creating like a Pavlov's dog effect that you're gonna start.
What do you mean?
That you're gonna start associating Pistons games with being drunk.
I know.
So
well, that's the worst part is like I was telling my friends last night. I was like, "Oh, Pistons are at 7:30, so I got about 30 minutes to try to get really drunk." They're like, "What?"
So you got a couple days off, and I'm glad you're pacing yourself with the team. Like you're on their schedule, their drunk schedule now. So
yeah,
you got a
doing
commitment
well.
to 70 games this season to get drunk.
Oh my God, if you think about that, that's 70 nights where you can guarantee me being hammered.
Yeah.
Last night got aggressive. Like I can only imagine how, like, God forbid we get a game on a Friday.
Well, thank you, Chrissy, for doing your highlights. I appreciate watching them, and I know everybody at home loves them too. So
Grade A work.
yeah, we need to throw those up individually on all of our social networks.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Which, by the
God.
way, make sure you're following us everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, and like I said, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch this morning.
We're even live on WoodwardSports.com.
Adam says
Are we?
Chrissy drunk
Nice.
is equivalent to a grade 3 concussion.
I mean, that's what drinking does. It shuts down your brain. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
The team who wasn't shut down last night and who set a record, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Dang.
They were just raining threes last night.
They
made
look good.
29 of 51 three-pointers to set a league record.
What's crazier, making 29 or 51 attempts?
Well,
Making 29.
Making 29.
For sure.
51 attempps, though, that's nuts.
Yeah, but 51 attempts has happened many times. 29 never
Yeah.
happened before.
143 or 44 points they ended the game with. That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
And this is kind of like becoming a trend in the NBA with absolute blowouts. Like we saw it with the Clippers being down by 50 at halftime a couple days ago. And now you're seeing the people who were competing for the championship, the Heat last year, just get absolutely dismantled by the three ball.
144 points.
It's crazy. They could have almost beat them alone just off their three-point shots. They didn't even have to make other points.
Yeah.
So they've been practicing these threes, or what happened there?
I would assume they're professional athletes, but
you think they ever practiced once before?
I don't know, Chrissy. I don't think these guys play much basketball outside of playing basketball.
New sport for them.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Corey, what did you think about that performance last night? I mean, when you think of those types of numbers, you think Golden State Warriors. You don't think Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, I caught Corey right when he took a bite of something.
What you eating over there, Corey?
So yeah, that's the performance. You turn your mic on. Go ahead, man.
He's interrupted my grape eating.
Oh.
But no, that 3-point barrage was, I had to look at it again because just the other day, we saw the Clippers get blasted by the Mavs by 51 points.
Right.
And then I'm like, hold on. The Heat lost by 47.
Right.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a blowout. Wait a minute. The Bucks made 29 threes.
Right.
Like you said, you only associate that with the Splash Brothers, like Clay, Steph, and when they had
not
KD,
Middleton.
but not Middleton and those guys.
Not former Piston Middleton going 10-12. It was just wild.
I'm
Matt,
looking through the game stats right now.
Yeah.
Literally every single player besides Giannis hit a 3 in the game.
That's
I think
awesome.
Giannis only had 9 points, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if that ball never makes it to the paint, Giannis ain't gonna see it. He did have a couple like breakaway dunks, though. Giannis is such a beast in the open court. My buddy Matt Broder brings up a good point. In quiet gyms, these guys are shooting lights out because it's almost like they're at practice. It's not. There's no pressure. There's no
That's
hecklers.
a fantastic point. Like, because you know how we were talking about open fields, like
Right.
when it's snowing and everything else. I mean, now with COVID, there's no fans or anything else. I know fans would make me a little nervous.
Right, and I think basketball, having no fans there, affects it a lot more than football because football fans are like 20 yards away from the field.
Okay, fair.
Basketball
They're,
fans
like,
are
right
like
there on you, yeah.
like touching you. You're diving into them. You're spilling beer on the old bitch in the front row. Like you're just
We're
doing.
talking about professional athletes, though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like it makes it easier for them without the fans, don't you
think so?
Oh yeah, I do.
I mean,
But do you think they're so used to it, though? It might
I
be a
don't know.
comfort
I mean, maybe
for some
it's
of
making
them.
a little bit of a difference, but I think collectively, players aren't playing to their highest potential without fans because they're not feeling that energy. But as far as making
That's also a good
because
point.
there's no people,
Go ahead, Corey.
I'll say I don't know about that because okay, look, like your friend's point about the AAU gyms, with the gyms, that's a good point because there's no pressure when you don't have the fans just yelling and screaming and taking you out the game. Only thing you have to do out there is just go and hoop.
Right, but
go
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, one thing I do think the fans do is help runs. You know, like when a team gets hot, they keep the momentum going.
Yeah,
I think there's more consistent play now without fans because you're not getting that. You're not getting on those runs anymore. With
Yeah, that's
fans
true.
going absolute, and when that ball goes through the hoops and you see 20,000 people raise their hands in the air and go crazy.
Nobody to feed off. It's like a catch-22,
Right?
Because you don't have the fans there to feed off of their energy when you go on the runs, but you also don't have the fans there to kind of take you out the game and psych you out. So some guys are just able to go ahead and just get back in their rhythm quickly
Right.
because they don't have the fans booing on their head.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, there's less of this and more of just this.
I think everyone's different, and like it's gonna mess up the vibe if everyone's different. If you can't all get hyped from the fans and stuff like that. So now they got to learn that.
Well, Corey mentioned it actually when he was at the Lions game. The Lions sideline, very quiet, not making much noise, not creating much energy between them. And then you go to the Bucs sideline, and those guys are like gorillas pounding each other's chests, like jumping up and down, going crazy.
Like I'm literally behind. They had us to club level, so I'm literally behind the Lions side, and it's super quiet. Like you can hear nothing on the Lions side. The Buccaneers are all the way across on the other side. I don't hear every verbiage, but I hear them clearly talking and in the mood. They're in the game.
Right, and that's 50 some odd yards away and going over the Detroit Lions to get to you, and you're still hearing them over the Lions, which, energy is everything.
What do you guys think? You guys played high school sports. What do you think if you took the fans away, your high school girlfriends, your mom and dad, like you think if they took that away, you guys would play better?
High school's different. I mean, nobody shows up to high school games.
Well, but I mean, you know what it's like to play in front of fans.
I
though.
do, but not like that. You know what I mean?
I guess you're right. Like,
but I
fans
do
are
think
different.
fans, we talked about it earlier this year, like the Orchard Lake St. Mary's student section. When I was there, like a kid messaged us about, like, you're the kid from the student section.
Yeah.
And I had players from that team tell us, like, hey, man, when we came out and saw you guys going nuts, like, we got hyped. We could hear you in the locker room before we got on the court, and we were getting hype in the locker room. So, we're humans. We feed off each other's energy, so you need that.
Yeah, but my thing is that we're still talking about professional athletes. So, so the one thing I will say, though, is to your point of momentum, home court advantage doesn't mean a single thing.
Not anymore. No,
It doesn't.
Nope.
It's like they're basically going to practice, but practicing against players
You
that
mean
they
like
haven't played
because
against
fans are
too
gone?
often.
And it
Or
made
because
me,
of something else?
it made me crack up again last night watching the dancers up in the stands by themselves, all in coordination, all killing the dances.
So you know what it reminded me of? Like when you go to prom or any of those high school dances, like formal and stuff like that, you take the music away.
Yeah.
And everyone's just grinding in the middle of the court. How dumb we look. They didn't look dumb, but
No.
that's what it reminded me of.
They're out there doing their damn thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to those ladies for keeping the players entertained.
Still crushing it out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can see them on TV too, so that's awesome. You guys want to get in the top 10 list today?
Hell yeah.
I love these lists
Well,
at the end of the
which
year.
one are you picking? So far, you've gone from parts, some items in body parts.
In the butt?
In the butt.
In the rectum.
Items
we
in the
did top
rectum?
grocery store items. That was a clean one. And then yesterday we did
YouTube stars.
Yeah,
YouTube stars it. Yeah.
Today, I think it's appropriate that we do the top paid athletes.
Yeah,
top
that's
10
fair.
paid athletes by Forbes
yeah.
magazine. Do you guys want to take
Do we
any?
get their salary too?
I don't think it listed it for everybody,
No.
but I'll look them up because you can look up their net worth if you want.
Yeah.
So you guys want to take any guesses about who's on this list?
Yes.
Number one, I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo.
Did you look at the list?
No.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
It's always a soccer
Tom
player.
Brady. Okay. Because there's a couple shockers on this list that I would be pissed if I was in a certain league.
Well, soccer players get paid a lot.
No, I think you.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. All right. Corey, do you got any guesses on top paid athletes for 2020? This
Steph
year.
Curry.
Steph Curry with the shot boy.
Definitely we got to go. Definitely going Ronaldo.
Yeah. Messi probably. LeBron James.
LeBron.
Well, actually, are you going off a contract or just paid overall?
It's highest paid athletes. Yeah, just highest paid
Yeah,
athletes.
LeBron's up there too.
A group of 100 highest paid athletes collectively earned $3.6 billion over this past year.
Jesus.
So
Some of us can't even get a text back.
So let's start with number 10.
All right.
That's going to absolutely piss Adam off. And I love it. Number
Okay.
10 on the highest paid athletes by Forbes magazine this year. I could give you guys a million guesses and you would never guess this.
Really?
A million
What
guesses.
It's
sport?
a
What
soccer player.
sport?
NFL. Quarterback.
Huh?
Okay.
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, no.
Oh.
Who else we got? Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins.
Carson Wentz, number 10, as the highest
Look at
paid
Adam's
athlete.
face.
Isn't that crazy,
He
Adam?
has to pick his job off the floor.
Carson Wentz is on the
Okay,
top
Carson.
10. Number 10, Carson Wentz.
Wow.
Number 9, another name that you probably couldn't guess, but I think you already did.
Is it what sport?
What sport?
What sport?
NFL again?
NFL again.
Quarterback again?
Breeze.
Drew Brees.
Nope. Kirk motherfucking Cousins.
Wait, you're talking about not like Forbes list, or are you talking about just quarterbacks now?
Forbes list.
He's the number 9 highest paid.
Kirk Cousins out of Michigan State University,
Holy
He
baby.
was up there. I knew
Wow.
that because he had a huge contract.
Look, everyone's
Yes.
like, what the fuck? What the
Kirk
fuck?
Cousins, what was his contract?
His contract's ridiculous. That's what it is. That's what his
2
contract
years,
is.
66.
Yeah, so he's getting paid $33 million a year.
Jesus, yo.
$33 million a year, and he's not even the best player on his team.
God.
Like, he's like 5th or 6th on his team as best
That
player.
QB position, though, man, you just get them fat salaries.
All right, number 8. Who do you guys got?
What sport?
Golf.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods coming in at number 8. Can you believe that Kirk Cousins is right next to Tiger
Holy
Woods on highest paid
crap.
athletes?
Oh my goodness.
Look at Fish is giggling. Fish is giggling.
Because Fish knows all this.
Yeah, he does.
Fish knows every one of these guys. All right, you guys ready for number 7?
Sport.
NBA. One of my favorite players.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
No.
Durant.
No. Ron.
Oh, that's
Corey got
right.
it. Kevin Durant.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I love Kevin Durant.
I knew that I should have guessed that.
Yep, he's one of my favorite athletes pretty much of all time. One of the purest shooters we'll ever see.
Yeah.
Complete game, take you on the block, drop the 3 on your head, plays great defense. Just kind of a weird guy when it comes to burner accounts on Twitter and hyping himself up. Outside of that, I love Kevin
Yeah,
Durant.
other than every single one of those
His
things.
game on the court. We respect.
All right, number 6, NBA. Who we got?
NBA.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry with the shot.
It
We
was
saw
Steph
him last
Curry.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey with the wallet too.
Yeah, I mean, you could see it in his swag. Like, one thing I noticed last night was, like, you know when someone walks around, they know they're the shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't act like the shit on social media and stuff like that, but the way he walks, the way this man's ass was moving, you could just fucking tell, dude.
Why is Corey nodding his head over there?
With that much money,
you know.
with that much money though, don't you think he could have gotten a clean shave and a nice cut? Because dude looked
But with that much
reckless
money, you
last
don't
night.
need to.
Right.
I had a better fade than him yesterday. I was looking at it. Well, I was like, man, I could
But
get
when
a
he puts
better
his
fade
mouth
than
guard to
number
the
7
side-
on the Forbes list.
Yeah, he loves that mouth guard
He
to the
loves
side.
the side guard. I put that in the video.
He's almost got an oral fixation.
And I love that about him. And we are here for that.
All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You guys ready for the top 5?
Yes.
All
So
right.
we got a graphic for 5. We're gonna throw up 5.
What's that?
I said we have a graphic for the top 5. I was about to throw up
Oh.
for everybody to see.
What sport?
Well, wait. Let me give number 5, then we can throw up the graphic. Or did you already throw it up?
No, don't throw
No.
it up.
Okay, let me give number 5. This is the last NBA player on the list. Who you guys got?
Oh.
The last one on the list?
The last NBA player to make this list.
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LeBron. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
LA.
That Nike deal.
You could pay
That Nike
LeBron
deal.
your entire cap, and he'd still be worth it. Like, as much as I hate LeBron, what he does
It's a
for a
guarantee.
franchise and how much money that dude brings in.
Dude, his
Jersey
endorsements.
sales. Like, there's
well,
so much to his
Doesn't
name.
his endorsements outweigh his salary, right?
Oh, by a
Something
million.
like that?
Yeah, by actually like 90 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, when he came out, he signed like a $90 million deal with
A
Nike,
life deal.
and that was better
was-
than
yeah.
his rookie contract. So even before he entered the league,
You could pay him $1 in his endorsement. He'd be like, cool, I'll do it for $1.
exactly. And there's a lot of guys in the NBA that'll take $1 to play with LeBron because
Yeah.
they want that ring, they want to
For
ride that
sure.
coattail. So
Which is smart. I mean, you look at, I mean, even like an Amani Bates coming out of Ipsy.
I don't want to. I knew that was going to trigger you
I feel like
with the coattail
that's
thing.
the best way to do for a brand is jump on these athletes early when all the hype is around them. 'Cause
Oh,
you
you're
don't know how
talking-
they're going to perform.
okay, I thought you were talking about Imani Bates trying to jump on LeBron's bandwagon
No.
and get
That's
a
what I
champion.
thought you were
yeah.
going.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, I'd say KD bandwagon.
Did you see what Booger McFarland said about people trying to create their brand? It
What'd he
was
say?
so
Idiotic.
Corey, do you want to address it since you're a young black man and I'm not?
Oh, you're not.
No.
You learned something new.
We've
every
addressed
day.
this before.
You know what, Stick? It is. I've been working with you for a few months, and that's the first time I realized it.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man. I try hard. I really try hard.
Well, I'm just going to kind of paraphrase. He pretty much just said that young African American players are more concerned about their brand coming into the NFL as opposed to just focusing on the game. And I think it's a bunch of crap because let's just be honest. The NFL is over 70% African American.
Right.
So if that were the case, it would be no league.
Right. And
And-
then you forget about the Johnny Manziels of the world and like
Or Baker Mayfield, who has like 300 freaking commercials. I
Right.
mean, and I don't get where that comes from. Also, too, 3 of the last 5 NFL MVPs are African American QBs. So I'm just trying to figure out where he was
That's a good
kind of
point.
going
It's-
with it.
it's kind of the old man shaking his fist at the sky, like these young guys and their Instagram followers. Back in my day, we didn't worry about that. We worried about football. And it's like, yeah, bro, but it's a different day. Like, there's
You
a
have to
lot more
adapt.
money at stake.
His era did not have the opportunity to create the brand
Right.
that these players do. So I think
He's jealous, man.
He's talking out the side of his neck to me.
Well, he's talking out both sides of his mouth because he's also on TV trying to create his brand.
Exactly.
Like, so which one is it, Booger? You know?
Especially, you can't point that at a skin color. White
Right.
people are doing the same thing.
Right.
And part of the game has evolved. So it's not like you're just an athlete.
Yeah, I just always think it's weird when guys take that position and attack a whole culture. I mean, even if you are that culture, to attack a whole culture, like anytime
Yeah.
you use the word all, you're wrong. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
I think if he just said like players of today,
Yes.
it would have went over well. But
And we
when you
could
when you
agree.
single it to a race,
Right.
then you do your comment a disservice.
Yep. So that was his comment on that. It happened a couple days ago. I didn't really want to bring it up, but it kind of came up in conversation. So
I mean, we talk about that on our show, though. Like, for example, the Andre Drummonds of the world.
Yeah.
We talk about how there's a lot of athletes that we know personally that would be a better athlete if they focus more on being
But
an
it's
athlete.
not Andre Drummond's black, so he's not
No.
good. Like it's
No.
no, man. Take your eyes off DJing and let's play some fucking basketball
Right.
for a bit.
Right.
That has nothing to do with his skin color. All right, let's get back to this list. But we just wanted to talk about that.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw the list up.
You can throw up the rest of the graphics because it's all soccer players from here on out.
I like soccer.
It's all soccer players.
of them?
4. The top 4 are soccer players.
Who we got?
You got
Messi
correct.
Yeah.
He's number 3.
and Ronaldo. That's all.
Ronaldo's number 2. Oh wait, no. There's 3 soccer players left. 1 tennis player. My bad.
Tennis.
Tennis.
Tennis?
Yeah, my bad. So you got Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo. That's 4, 3, and 2. And then number 1, tennis. Who you guessing for tennis?
I don't watch fucking tennis.
Lots of people do, and they love it. And this guy gets paid a lot of money because of it.
Federer is the only one, but he ain't. up there.
Roger
No,
Federer.
it ain't.
Roger Federer.
Yeah, number
The
one.
number one.
Number 1 over Steph Curry, over LeBron.
What?
Even over Kirk Cousins.
Now I'm gonna watch tennis.
So yeah, that is your top 10 list.
That's wild. dude.
Highest paid athletes of the year 2020. And it is crazy how much money is involved in tennis, golf, and soccer that we don't even think about.
Dude, guess how much Roger Federer made in the last year? Take a guess, Fish. Everybody,
I'm
take
going to say
a guess.
50 million. Because if Kirk Cousins is making 33 and he's number 9, I got to go at least 50.
Okay, 50. 70
No, I was
is
going
what
like
Fish
100
says.
mil. Because if you're gonna be,
6.3 mil.
Jesus.
suddenly I want a tennis daddy.
Yeah. Go look up Roger Federer. Let us know if he's
Yeah,
hot,
let me
Chris.
see if he's good. Have you guys
better
ever
do
played
it.
tennis? You guys ever tried to play tennis?
Yeah, I'm pretty
it's
good.
actually, honestly, there's a lot of respect behind that because there's also like tennis etiquette too and everything else.
I'm pretty good at tennis.
Are you?
Yeah.
Tennis on the Nintendo Wii was fun.
Yeah,
I used to
that was
love
fun
yeah,
too.
it was, yeah.
No, but I used to play baseball, and it's similar to baseball, but
With the motions,
and I got
yeah.
these long arms, so I can cover. I can
yeah.
cover the whole court.
What's your tennis grunt like?
Yeah, do your tennis grunt, Chrissy. That's it.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
expect-
want
I
you to
expect
envi-
a lot
I
more
want
out of
you
you.
to envision me
Yeah.
like.
I expect. Come on, let's hear it. Let's do your best, Maria Sharapova.
I don't know. I have to like be in.
All right, here.
in the court.
Here. You're
Wait,
weak,
keep going,
man.
keep going, keep going.
weak.
I'm getting in the fucking motion.
No.
No, but you hit that one in the corner. You should have had that
Yeah,
one way better.
I expected a lot better grunting out of you, Chrissy. So we got another top 10 list. Adam is back from cheating on us last night with his top 10 list. This is the NFL Power Rankings. So Adam has gone through. He's made his list. He's checked it twice. He's gonna find out who's playoff bound or not.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah,
I like
you like
that.
that?
Yeah.
Here, and I'm
How's
gonna.
your side chick, side boo, side man yesterday?
Yeah, because you didn't get home until like 2 a.m. So you want to tell us how it went?
That was good.
All right, here we go, Adam.
You don't have to hold it. I can speak louder.
No, you're fine.
Whatever,
Let's stand a little bit apart for this.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Why? Because you guys are gonna fight.
Oh, this could turn into brawls. Yes.
Do you guys want to go from the bottom up, or you want to be
Let's
on
start
top?
from 10.
Started from the bottom.
Okay, who
Yeah,
could
this team's gonna
who
be
would
on
you
the
guess,
bottom,
Stick,
so-
if you know Adam at 10?
He moved my Steelers down to 10.
No.
No?
No.
Are they in the top 10?
Actually, the
Oh,
Dolphins.
oof,
The Dolphins are at 10.
If the Steelers weren't in the top 10, you should never take a power ranking seriously.
I never know with you, man. Okay, so the Dolphins at number
They're
10.
at 10, yeah. So number 9 is the Titans.
I like that. That's a good pick.
Yeah, they lost to the Green Bay Packers. I wasn't going to slate them too hard. But the Browns, meh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was 10 and 9 were really complicated to put. The rest was pretty easy.
For
Was
the
it?
Titans, I feel like it's who they're going to draw in the first round. If it's an outdoor game and stuff like that, and they can use the run. They're gonna dominate the playoffs. If it's an indoor game and they're going up against a high flyer, it's going to be a different story for them. So I'm going to be interested to see how the Titans play off or do in the playoffs.
Yeah, especially with the new playoff format.
Yes, yeah, one bye week.
Yeah.
It's very strange. All right, Chrissy, who you got?
He's got the Ravens at 8.
Yeah. Now, actually, you disagree with Joik on this because Joik had the Ravens much higher
Yeah,
than
I don't know
Did he?
what the fuck they do on that show. Like, thank God I'm not in that room for those 2 hours. The
Yeah.
shit they
Collision
say,
and stupid.
like he had the Packers at 1. I was ready to kill myself. Like,
Really?
Anyways, back to the Ravens.
But he had the Ravens at 5, right?
He had the Ravens at 5, and that made no sense to me. I have them at 8. I think Lamar Jackson is improving as the season's gone on. He's playing better. They're finding their rhythm.
How about Des Bryant?
But they're 10 and
He's caught 2 touchdown passes the last 2 weeks. It's something to say. It's Des. Give him the X, man.
no, No, fuck the Cowboys.
He doesn't play for the Cowboys anymore.
That's how I remember.
Once he plays for the Cowboys, he's always a Cowboy. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
All right, go ahead, Chrissy.
God. T. Brady, Buccaneers, 7.
They've been at 7 in my power rankings, I swear to God, for like 5 straight weeks.
Well,
even when they lose or they win, it's just because you can't move them up, and I'm not comfortable moving them out of 7. 7 seems fair.
After the dominant performance they had against the Lions, it's tough not to move them up.
No, that was anticipated.
No, I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But 47-7 was not a good look.
350 yards.
Look, they clinched playoffs. They're fine. Kind of right now, the challenge is you got the Titans, you've got the Colts, really, because they're fighting for the division. The Ravens, the Dolphins, and the Browns fighting for those wild card spots. So it's interesting.
To me, they're my dark horse for the
Which team?
The Tom Brady.
Oh, Bucks?
The Tom Brady's. The fighting Tom Brady's.
The fighting Tom Brady. I think the NFC's a toss-up, so it wouldn't surprise me.
That's my dark horse team, man, because I like the way they've been trending. I like how they've been including Antonio Brown in their offense. I like Mike Evans.
They're so dynamic on offense.
Yeah, and their defense, I like them better than you do, but I love their defensive line play. And to me, that's what wins championships when you get into the playoffs.
Yeah. And you're talking about the Bucks, and they're 10-5 now. It's like it's still Tom Brady. So when it gets to the playoffs,
you don't write them off.
You
can critique
don't
them,
sleep on TV, no matter what.
Well, just look at the offense. I mean, he talks about the defensive line. I'll give him that, but
thank you.
Like you have three receivers that could walk into any team outside of maybe 2 and be the number one.
Yep.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yep. All right, Chrissy, who we got?
Does it go Steelers and then Seahawks, or does it go Seahawks and then Steelers?
It says the number.
I know. I'm asking.
She's
Stick
asking
what
me.
he would think.
Well, knowing Adam, he's gonna put the Steelers lower than the Seahawks.
Yeah.
It's Adam. He hates the Steelers.
I don't hate the Steelers.
He hates them.
I'm telling you, they're the 6th best team in the NFL, and that's me hating them. This is why we can't get anywhere when we talk.
Hater.
Yeah.
No. I'm glad they came back and won the last game against the Colts, who is another team that is my darling team this year. I like the Colts. I like the way they're built. We want their GM to come over here and be our GM.
Not their GM, but their assistant director.
Dobbs. Let's get him here today. But yeah, that win this week, to me, hopefully got them. We've been talking for 2 weeks about a get-right game.
They were sinking?
Yeah.
They needed to win that game. A 4th straight loss, oh my goodness. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad they won. I think it's good for the AFC because, in my opinion, there's only 2 teams in the AFC that are realistic contenders.
Right.
So if the Steelers can find their groove, great. If they can finish 12-4, great. But I don't have high expectations.
If they lose last week, they're not able to rest Ben this week. And,
then they got to fight the Browns for the playoffs.
Exactly.
And they're lucky the Browns didn't have their team last week, because then they would still have to fight for the playoff for the division.
This game would have meant a lot more, and it's against a tough Browns team. So I'm glad they got it out of the way. Rest Ben. They got some rhythm going in the second half. 3 touchdowns in a row, 21 points to come back and win. So let's go Steelers!
Shout out to Juju on TikTok.
Yeah, Juju on TikTok.
All right, so your Seahawks are 5.
Seahawks are 5th best team in my opinion. They've found their rhythm on defense. They got Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. That offense moves. Carson's getting healthy.
Right.
I mean, that's a scary team.
All right, Chrissy?
You never asked me about the Rams not being in my top 10.
Maybe they are.
No, well, they
they would have been a while back.
Yeah, they were like 12.
Because I don't think any of these teams are worse than the Rams that you've listed so far. Honestly, we can
toss up like the 8 to 10. Maybe.
I was gonna say 8 to 12.
That loss to the Jets really ruined all their momentum they had.
Well, and Goff had that thumb surgery now. They're not looking good. Not looking good.
All right, well, the Saints are at 4.
Saints are at 4. Sean Payton is a genius. Can we just acknowledge that?
Thank you.
Like a genius.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there.
I don't like how we're just agreeing on everything this morning.
I know, this is bizarre to me.
It's not that we're agreeing, it's I'm just right.
It's that you're just right.
I'm right, and people are starting to open up to the fact that I'm right. But having said that, Saints at 4. He's done a hell of a job, whether it was with Taysom Hill while Drew Brees was out.
Right.
They get Drew Brees back. Alvin Kamara suddenly goes off and ruins everybody's fantasy weekend. So
everybody keeps saying he's ruining fantasy. What about the guys who had him and won?
But
he won people a ton of money.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking for the people that suffered. I don't wanna, nobody gives a shit about the people that had Alvin Kamara. People give a shit about the people who played against him, and it ruined everything.
Oh, see,
the game was over before it was played when Alvin Kamara played on Saturday.
Yeah, and if you had Stephon Diggs on Monday night, that helped out your team. Like, a lot of fantasy football was decided this weekend championships.
I can't believe
Robbie
Archer had both of them.
Yeah, Robbie Archer, our buddy, had both.
And he had
those guys.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
The fuck is that? 150 points.
He's like Stephon Diggs was just the cherry on top.
Yeah, he didn't even need Diggs, but then Diggs blows up just for the victory. God, I want one of those in fantasy football.
And then next year you're going to go for them, they ain't going to do shit.
Right, that's exactly what happens. And shout out to T.J. Hawkinson, finishing the year as the number 3 tight end in fantasy football. Too. Yeah, good job, T.J. Hawkinson. All right, who you got at, what are we at, number 2?
3.
Oh, number 3.
Top 3, Green Bay Packers.
This one was hard.
You put
The Packers put an ass whooping on the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
I could sit here and argue 2 and 3 all day, but I've got to stick with the Packers because the Bills showed me an ass whooping too that same week. I've always had the Bills at 2, so for me there was. Again, the Packers are finding form, man. This is like the thing we've seen with the Packers.
That's what they do.
12, 13 games, they'll win the division, then they'll bounce out of the playoffs. I hope that changes this year because I think Aaron Rodgers is playing at such an elite level. Nobody's playing on his level right now.
Right.
He's the clear MVP, and he needs to get to a second Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's got to win it. If he wants to be considered one of the all-time greats, he's got to get to.
Like the fact that people have Breeze over him frustrates me.
Oh, really? I think Breeze is just as good, if not better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I think Aaron is a better quarterback. I think Breeze has accomplished more in the totality of his career. The 80,000 passing yards, all the touchdowns. That's just it's like LeBron winning this, breaking the scoring title record. Like it's a consequence of playing all those years at a high level.
Yeah, but here's what I like to do with these teams. You put Aaron Rodgers on the Saints, they look good. You put Drew Brees on
The
Green
Packers
Bay.
suck.
You think the Packers suck with Drew Brees?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Fuck no.
What do you mean?
Drew Brees is one of an all-time great
The Saints
quarterback.
were winning without Drew Brees.
The Saints didn't win before Drew Brees. No. He changed the culture there, man.
Changed the culture, but I'm saying this year they were winning games same as last year.
Oh,
They
you're
were
talking
winning
about
games
this year.
without him.
I'm talking about the totality of their careers.
They've accomplished the same thing. They've basically won 1 Super Bowl, and they've gone to NFC title games, and they lost, and then they've lost in the first round multiple times. They have very similar careers.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking as a quarterback. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers than Drew Brees. Drew Brees, I really have to work around. Aaron Rodgers, I don't.
Aaron Rodgers was just put into such a sweet situation, taking over from Brett Favre. He had a good team already in place.
Won the Super Bowl, good defense.
Yeah,
and again,
with pretty much
that,
a Favre team, and then after that, he hasn't really done much. Drew Brees came in, reset the culture, and took his team all the way there, pretty much on his back. So
that defense was legit. They had a great special teams when the year they won the Super Bowl. Don't forget the onside kick in the Super Bowl.
That was fun.
That was a lot of Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton was brilliant. All right, number 2. Let me guess the top 2.
I was going to say, I feel like the last 2 are very obvious.
Yeah, you got the Bills, and then you didn't move KC off that number 1 spot.
KC's 14-1. They've been playing not that great the last 2 weeks. I haven't been impressed. But,
right.
You're taking them for the Super Bowl, right?
Man, I don't know. The Bills are really, really pushing me right now.
Yeah, after last week, too, and almost losing to Atlanta with Kansas City, it's like, hey, they better get their shit together.
The thing with
what are you
Kansas
going
City
then?
is they've proven that they could win it.
Yeah.
So they've earned that respect, and it's very recent. It's just last season that they won the Super Bowl. Having said that, the Buffalo Bills finally win the division. They won't get a bye week in this year's format, so they got to play more games. You know, I don't know. I hope that's the AFC title game. I really do. That would be my dream scenario. And then in the NFC, I'd love to see Green Bay, New Orleans.
And I'd love to see a snowstorm in Kansas City when that happens. Like that would be such a dream matchup. All right, Adam. Well, if you want to see Adam's power rankings, go to woodwardsports.com to check them out. Thank you very much. I'm happy you're back and not cheating on us anymore. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you, Adam.
Corey, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, let's get an update on Corey and his health, and then we're also going to talk about the NFL mock draft.
Welcome to Grow Green, the green standard for garden supplies here in Michigan over the past 10 years. We offer the best gardening and lawn care products and have an extremely knowledgeable staff to help you create your dream garden or make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Shop the store located in Whitmore Lake or online at growgreenmi.com. Delivery and curbside pickup available. Grow Green, making Michigan greener one grower at a time.
We wake up every day with a choice. Keep going down the same unfulfilling path or start chasing the life we dream about. At Northwestern Tech, we want to make that choice easier by allowing you to keep working your job while training for a real career in heating and cooling. And our hands-on program is only 10.5 months. So getting in the field and building a career and actually waking up with a purpose could be a lot easier than you think. Northwestern Tech, the HVAC school that works.
And welcome back. Thank you to Northwest Tech, and thank you to Grow Green. The Lions, everybody's kind of talking about what's next for them, who they're going to draft now that we're getting close to the end of the season. Right now, if the draft started, we'd be sitting at number 7, which isn't bad.
That's not bad.
No, I'll take it. I'll take number 7. That's what the Pistons drafted at this year. So let's keep that synergy going.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
that's lucky. And my birthday's on the 7th, so let's keep this. Let's keep this.
Wait, what month?
October. Yeah, like literally when we just started this, because October 1st is when we started working here. My birthday was like the week after.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
missed your little birthday.
You did. You didn't get me anything. We didn't even know each other really. But
I know. How dare I not get you a birthday gift?
I know.
When I didn't know you.
Well, hopefully the Lions get us a birthday gift. And I've seen mock drafts all over the map from us taking a wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's no. Please no. Just God, no. Like, we don't need help at wide receiver. We've done this before where we've drafted 3 first-round wide receivers. Luckily, one of them paid off and was the greatest wide receiver of all time in Calvin Johnson, but the other 2...
Not so much.
Not so much. Not so much. And rest in peace, Charles Rogers.
Yeah.
He was such a great player at Saginaw, man. And I thought he could have been a great Lion, but he kept breaking his collarbone.
My thing with this, though, is like we need help in a lot of positions.
Right.
We do. But just wide receiver is not where
What's the number one position that you guys would like to see change this year?
I keep hearing the rumors of Justin Fields, and I love that. So
yeah.
We definitely got a plan for the future with quarterback, but we definitely need help on the defensive side of the ball.
I hope we do not get Justin Fields because we do not need any Ohio State quarterbacks. They just do not translate well in the league. None of them.
This one hits different though.
They say that for all of them. Troy Smith, Terrell Pryor, Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, we can go get an Ohio State quarterback right now if we want. He'll definitely beef up the strip clubs on 8 Mile. Dumbass.
What if we lose Stafford as a quarterback, though? Say he does retire. What are we going to do in that position?
That's the thing. I don't think Stafford's going to retire, but I do think there's a possibility he moves on to a different team. And we get to go watch him, do
win
well.
the Super Bowl, hopefully.
Hopefully for his sake. Like Verlander. We were all rooting for Verlander when he went to the Astros and he finally got his championship. Now that we know the Astros are a bunch of filthy fucking cheaters, it's a little different. But...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to ask you a question. Would you do a Stafford for Dak trade?
Yes, I would. All day. But I would want more. Just because of the injury question with Dak right now, I don't know exactly what I'm getting. So if you give me Dak in like a second, Dak in a third, I'm going to give you Stafford. I think that's a fair trade. And it gives Stafford, some great wide receivers to work with in Dallas, and it gives us a younger, mobile-ish quarterback.
Where would you guys like to see Stafford?
That's a great question. There's so many good options
Shut
for
up,
him.
not anymore.
Why? I mean, what they're missing is a quarterback.
What they're missing is a quarterback to create that circle that he had with.
I just see him and Bill
Gronk
Belichick working so well together.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick throwing his phone.
Right.
There's just tons of places he could land. I think the hottest ones are, we talked about the Patriots. Dallas is another one because he's from Texas. And
so
it's
you
kind of
wouldn't
like
throw him onto the Chiefs or Steelers or Saints or anything like that?
Well, you're not taking over, maybe the Saints because Drew Brees is retiring.
Right.
But you're not going to take over Patrick Mahomes' job in Kansas City.
No.
He's the MVP. So
he's top dog right now.
I mean, he may go there and be a backup, but I don't think he wants to do that. There's Denver that he could go to because they're still trying to find a quarterback. I've heard San Francisco, but they're kind of married to Jimmy Garoppolo. There's a lot of places he could go to be successful.
I would love to see him on the Pats.
On the Pats?
I would love that, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that Stafford needs to retire in Detroit. And that's kind of the plan if they draft a quarterback this time. Let Stafford mentor him for the next 2-3 years while Stafford rides off into the sunset. And then we got our young guy ready to take the reins.
I'm not ready to lose Kelly.
I'm
not ready to lose my girl.
It's weird because I'm also not ready to lose Matthew. And I'm not. And
I'm not ready to lose the Stafford.
I haven't been a big Matthew Stafford, rah-rah guy my whole life. I've always thought he was the best quarterback the Lions ever had. But that isn't the best thing in the scheme of the NFL. I mean, the Lions haven't had very many good quarterbacks. I like Stafford. I think he's a good quarterback. And it's going to be weird not having him as our quarterback anymore if the new GM decides to trade him or Stafford decides, hey, I want to move on. To me, that's the biggest question mark.
Who's going to be the next biggest player that we're going to root for on the Lions?
Oh, if we don't have Stafford, it's got to be DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
I'm all about DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Joey's like,
I'll go with Prater, man.
Prater.
Jack Fox, baby.
I need a jersey.
You're getting a Prater jersey. So, yeah, the mock drafts are starting to come out, and like I said, the Lions are all over the place. I don't want to see them take a wide receiver.
They got Jamar Chase from LSU being one of the projected at number 7, and I'm like, we just don't need that.
Yeah, they got that wide receiver from Alabama also at number 7. But I do love that Justin Fields is – I kind of got to disagree with you, Corey. I think Fields is a little bit of a different player. I know it's a scheme thing at Ohio State, and they're going up against all these Big Ten teams. Like, you put Ohio State down in the SEC, those guys aren't really putting up those types of numbers.
Bring Urban Meyer with them, and I'm good.
That's an option. I mean, they were talking about Urban Meyer. They were talking about him as one of the coaching options. So that's where we got to get this GM shit figured out.
But if we over here hating on Ohio State, you don't want their quarterback, but you're going to want one of their coaches.
Totally different scenario because Urban can coach, but it's just a history of Ohio State quarterbacks never translating well into the league.
Yeah.
What if we get an Urban and a Justin Fields?
That's what he said.
If we get Urban, I'm good.
Let's get Dabo and Justin Lawrence in here. That's what I'll take.
That'd be sick.
Dude.
Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence. Why did I say because we were talking about Justin Fields.
I want both of them.
I did that yesterday in the
Justins.
Pistons pregame with Isaiah. I called him Isaiah Simmons instead of Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Simmons is a linebacker for the Cardinals in football. Isaiah Stewart.
We do a lot of sports in here. It's okay. It's
sometimes it gets a little messed up in my brain.
Especially right now, too.
For sure.
A lot of people are saying they don't want to lose Stafford. This is not
family.
He is family.
But he always talks about, I remember in an interview him saying that he never ever wanted to leave Detroit no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he said that. So I always feel like
things change.
It's like town or no town. I don't know.
No, I would appreciate it if he retired our quarterback here.
That'd be sweet. Because I do think, even if the plan is to shy away from him, that we do get a quarterback in this draft class.
Yep.
And then have him learning from Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
And just be a great thing to set up for the future for the Detroit Lions organization.
And to me, that's the game plan in the mock draft. Like you go after your quarterback early, or if your quarterback isn't there, you go heavy defense, defensive line, monster linebacker, something like that, to where we can just start setting the tone a little different.
I would also hate if that was Stafford's last game, like these last couple of games.
I know.
I don't want him to go out. I'm not a big Stafford guy myself, but
That's
he's
what kinda
done
gives
a
me
lot
hope,
here.
though.
And I don't want this season to be his last season.
And that's weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's such a weird feeling that this next game, if he plays, could be the last game we see Matthew Stafford in a Lions uniform. Like,
And he's too injured to have it be his best. You know? So, that kind of gives me hope that he will give us another couple seasons, maybe.
I know he's got more seasons in him. I just don't know if it's with the Lions.
I know.
And it's just really strange to think about. You go 12 years with one guy playing your main position, and now you got to be like, well, who's next? All right, what do we do? The new era is upon us.
It's an actual breakup. This is a breakup. Like when you live with your man or something, you break up with him. Now we're living with Stafford, basically.
Yeah, no,
we're breaking up with him if he leaves.
He's been our guy for 12 years, and we've supported him, we've loved him, we've hated him. Like, it's a relationship.
Yeah,
for
sure.
That's all part of it. And, we've had really good teams, we've had really bad teams. We haven't been 0-16 since we got him, so that was.
Yay!
I mean, we're doing all right on that.
The Jets, so.
So yeah, Stafford is. I don't know. To me, that's who we got to target as a quarterback. And if it's not the kid from BYU who keeps moving way up.
How is Zach Wilson so high up in the draft?
I don't know.
It's crazy to me.
Adam mentioned him
he's been hype on him.
weeks ago to me. He's like, oh, I hope we take Zach Wilson in the second or third round. Now it's like, no, dude, that guy's going to be a top 5 pick. Mm-hmm. We won't even have a chance at Zach Wilson. And it's almost like, do you want a Zach Wilson?
They're saying he might go to the Falcons, and Matt Ryan's going to be 36. So, that's not a bad fit right there in Atlanta for him. So I understand them taking that, but man, Justin Fields though is definitely my number 2 over him.
Yeah.
What about Justin Spira while we're talking Justin?
We're just on
he just says, I'm in the building, damn it, and Adam pinned his post.
Yeah, that's Adam's number 1 draft pick forever and always. Yes. Justin Spira.
They jerk each other off. I love it.
Yeah, it is kind of weird to see. So we'll keep talking about mock drafts as they come out, and we'll keep talking about the predictions. But I do not like the Lions aiming for any other offensive player except quarterback. So if you got an opinion on that, let us know who you think the Lions should be drafting. And yeah, we want to hear about it.
Watch us end up with like a lineman or something.
I don't care. I wouldn't mind that.
I know, but it's just something about drafting linemen. There's no excitement around it for me. That like if we get like a pro athlete kind of guy, it makes it way more exciting because you can actually watch replays and whatnot.
Right.
I wouldn't be opposed to a lineman for the simple fact that last time I checked, Stafford is like in the top 3 and 4 of sacked QBs this season. So he's getting his head taken off all season. So I wouldn't be opposed to a lineman unless we go on drafting his successor.
Right.
We need it. I mean, we definitely know we need that.
You guys want to know what cracks me up about Adam?
What's that?
His keyboard warrior out there.
Because he's like, I can't produce the show. I got so much shit to do today. He's out there just in the chat with people. Like, that's the shit he had to do today. He was just talking to people in the chat. And shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch today. We appreciate you having the Woodward Sports Network on, and also coming up later on today at 11 a.m., Belizean and Bell will be on. Same platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And make sure you're following us on all social media, and we just appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah,
You guys want to know what I appreciate?
Always.
I appreciate Corey sticking to his guns with this coffee addiction thing.
Ah.
Because, lately we've been talking about how we drink way too much coffee.
Yep. Well.
And Corey out here.
Corey texted me yesterday morning. What time? About 6 a.m., Corey?
Yeah, between 6:30.
Okay. And what happened yesterday morning?
Well, so I just get up as normal, get ready, shower, brush my teeth and all that stuff. But as soon as I get to the top of the stairs, I'm just short of breath, heart start pounding, and I get lightheaded. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I hope I ain't got nothing. So I'm like, all right, let me just kind of chill out for a second. Nothing changed. So I said, all right, I know I'm going in. Let me just go ahead and hit stick up and let them know I'm going to go get checked out. I went and checked out. As soon as I got to the hospital, all of my vitals came down. They did my blood work. They did an EKG. Everything came back normal. And they asked me about my activity over the past couple of days. So I just told them what I was doing. No, any heavy drinking? No. Are you taking opioids? No.
You shooting up? No.
Not today.
So then they just asked me like, what have you been drinking? I said, well, I've been staying up late drinking a lot of coffee, and I've had energy drinks. And then he said, boom. You're exhausted.
That's
and
it.
He said he kind of talked to me about the heart and was just saying like how the heart is like some kind of a computer or whatnot with backup systems kicking in and everything.
It's an important piece of the body.
Yeah. The main point was he said that I need to stop drinking so much caffeine and rest more and drink more water. So.
Well, honestly, man, you've been on the grind since we started this because Corey not only goes to games for us, he produces shows, he writes articles, he interviews people, he does everything.
Things, yeah.
Yeah, Saturday Corey gets up, he goes to the Lions game, he does this whole thing there, then he comes here and does the Pistons pregame show with us, and Corey's been working himself to the bone. So I'm happy the doctor told you to slow the hell down. Because you weren't going to listen to me if I told you, hey, Corey, just get some sleep.
I felt fine up until then.
Right.
Also, that's a hard thing to do when coffee is a part of your day every day. I know for me, I'm truly addicted to and dependent on it. So that's why I'm like, man, I appreciate watching Corey actually be so dedicated to his health right now.
It's hurting me though.
I love how we're talking about this and you got a freaking coffee right there.
No, it's tea.
No, that's tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Decaffeinated tea.
You see the tea bag?
Corey loves the tea bags.
He loves getting tea bags. So.
We talked about this yesterday because Corey came in afterwards, obviously, and thankfully everything is good with you, Corey.
Yeah.
But then Chrissy's like, I got to reevaluate all this. She drinks a coffee. 5 minutes later, an energy drink, and I'm like, Chrissy.
Corey walked in. I turned my Monster can the other way so no one could see it.
So what would be your hardest addiction to kick, Joey?
Sweets, honestly. I have no bad addictions. Just sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And lately, I don't know what it's been. It's been chips for me.
Chips?
I've never been big on chips, and then ever since we started going out and getting all these jalapeno
But you don't miss what you never had.
Yeah.
And now that you're having them, you miss them.
Yeah, so much. And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. What about you, Chrissy? What would be your hardest addiction to kick?
Well, besides coffee, I would say my phone. And I'll be honest about it. I'm addicted to scrolling and creating things and putting up story. Like, I'm just addicted to it, man. I think I'm addicted to Instagram.
You're addicted to social media?
I think social media, yeah. And I honestly think we all are, whether we're going to admit it or not, but it's such a big part of 2020. But last night, I found myself realizing, I'm like, dude, I just need to go to bed. Stop scrolling on Instagram. There's nobody on here worth it.
Right. Actually, now that you bring that up, that's probably my biggest addiction.
Yeah.
Through porn for
I'm pretty,
it's that
addiction.
midget porn, man.
I'm pretty sure
midget porn always
gets
me.
you every time.
It gets you, and then they give you the recommended.
Just scrolling
and
and
just
scrolling on the little dudes.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm 300 pages deep on Pornhub because I'm selective. You know, I'm very picky.
Real talk. What's the most pages you've gone to?
Like 5 probably.
Yeah. I only get through like 3 and I'm like, all right.
But yeah, now that you mentioned it, social media for me, because what we do all day is we're here in the morning and we're prepping the minute we wake up in the morning, seeing what trending news was happening. Right before we go to bed, we're on social media, checking, talking to each other, talking about what trending news is happening, what sporting events.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely a part of our lives, but sometimes I find myself like just sitting at home, my wife's sitting across from me, and I'm just like,
and you guys aren't even talking.
Yeah, and
I'm the biggest culprit of that, dude.
Yeah, and then I check myself and I put my phone down, and she hops on hers, and I'm just like,
Right.
The timing's up.
Man, sometimes like when I talk to a dude or something, we'll be like hanging out. He'll text me when he's like right next to me, and be like, "How's your phone?" And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah, FaceTime. So Corey, outside of coffee, is that kind of your biggest addiction and the hardest thing to kick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else that just kind of like.
So this is going to be tough
overtakes
for
me.
you, huh?
Nah, it's not going to be super tough because I've always been the kind of person, if a doctor says stop doing something, I could just stop it.
Right.
Well, that must be nice.
I'm the same way. I don't have an addictive personality. If I don't want to do something, I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Probably
Also
weed.
must be
Weed's
nice.
probably the only thing that I need every day. But
That's never getting given. I'm never giving that up.
I'm never giving that up either.
Yeah.
But yeah, since I was a kid, they were shoving Ritalin in me. So once
Me too.
I found the weed, it was much better than shoving Ritalin down my throat. So that's why I smoke a lot of weed, to calm the fuck down.
And without that,
Derek says wine.
Right.
See, that's the thing. I'm not addicted to wine. Like, I just do it because
it's
honestly,
fun.
it's fun.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
I do things that are fun. One glass of wine, you're chilling out, right? Do you guys drink wine?
Yeah. I'll
chill out, right?
I'll go on a wine
It's not
tasting
really
and stuff like
addictive.
that.
I hate
Yeah.
wine. Wine's so bad.
Well, you're not really a drinker.
Right. You don't drink any
You
of
would
that.
never
but like
sip
vodka, I
wine.
could drink, but wine is just awful.
So-
maybe a little white wine. But
Whoa, relax on there.
You a wine drinker?
Hell
Hell
yes.
yeah. The Jesus juice, baby.
I like when guys drink wine. I think it's classy, and I think it shows that you don't care
the
about
pinky
being
out?
I do my
masculine.
pinky out and everything.
Yeah, you got to.
You want to know who's popping massive bottles of wine?
Yes.
And I'm sure that's very expensive bottles of wine. Did you guys hear about this?
Who?
The NFL kind of
which one?
The NFL kind of made history. I believe it was yesterday. So Russell Okung.
Oh, yes.
He plays for the Carolina Panthers. He's a tackle. He became the first NFL player to get paid in Bitcoin. In Bitcoin.
That's so gangster.
That's 2020.
What blows my mind is the Carolina Panthers paid him in Bitcoin.
In
Not
Bitcoin,
that he
yeah.
accepted the Bitcoin, but like
Did he have a choice?
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
And he chose that.
Yeah, he chose.
You're not just throwing Bitcoin at people these
I don't
days.
know, man. You never know anymore.
He chose 6.5 million in straight up cash, homie, and then he did 6.5 million in crypto.
Oh,
So he did
that's a lot.
cash?
Yeah.
Where do you put that?
What, cash?
Yeah.
Oh, you sleep on it like Scrooge McDuck.
So honest question,
Clearly.
though, do you guys have like a safe or something that you put cash in, or what do these guys do?
Yeah, like $100.
Yeah, I have a set. Yeah, no,
But
like
what do these dudes do?
they have bank accounts, Chrissy.
Yeah, but you can't put that much in a bank account at once. So you gotta.
You think they're like literally when on payday they're walking out with fucking duffel
Right.
bags of cash?
That's what
No,
this
it's a
sounds like.
goddamn wire
I don't
transfer.
know. It looked like the way we were talking about it looked like it was Bitcoin, and then they threw cash on it.
No, 6.5 million cash.
Now I
Direct
fucking know.
deposit. We should tell you about that after the show.
Right, we'll sign you up for direct deposit, Chrissy.
What's direct deposit?
Right, what's a paycheck?
Yeah, what?
You guys pay here?
I live for free.
So yeah, no, they'll probably wire him the money, and he's got a bank account
Got
with, I'm
it.
sure he's got some equity and investments and all types of stuff. But for real, to me, it's mind blowing, and what it does to me is this is the first time I think it legitimized crypto, like because now that high dollar NFL players are accepting it as payment. it means that crypto is literally
It's
here
real.
to stay.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere because people are cashing out on it. And if you haven't seen Bitcoin, I think it's up around like 26,000 right now.
27,853. So that's going to be 233 Bitcoin that he gets for that 6.5 million exchange.
Yeah, but dude, Bitcoin was at $600 to start out the year, so it's insane. If he would have made this deal early in the year, holy shit, that 6.5 million would be worth what now? Like 80 million?
Sure.
That's crazy.
What am I doing wrong?
Well, you're not getting paid in crypto.
So I'm
I'm surprised that they do that though.
I know.
Why would they just give him the cash and then throw it in the Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It
Well, there's something else
legitimizes.
behind it. I think there's something else there.
I just think that's the future. Like we
Yeah.
just witnessed the future happen right now. Like the first time they ever paid an athlete,
It's
period.
happening. Yeah.
Like that was this, and now it's in crypto.
Do you think it's a different tax break or anything differently?
It has to
It
be.
has to, yeah, 1,000%.
It has to be because it's not a real thing yet. Like that's what's really strange about crypto. Pulling crypto out right now is very tough to turn that into cash. So would you guys take crypto if we paid in crypto?
No.
I mean, a small percentage, maybe like 5% of the paycheck, but not half of it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, he's still getting 6.5 million in the bank too, so it's like I'm sure he's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, no, he's not hurting for cash. But if there was anything else, what would you rather be paid in than cash?
Loyalty.
Loyalty? That is a currency, I guess.
Loyalty, man. No, but if it wasn't for cash, honestly, I would take all my bills being paid. Like if I just sent a list of like everything
boring.
I need. Yeah, is it boring or is it super awesome? It's
That's
convenient.
boring. Like, I think of
Everything
this,
you
like-
need to spend your money on, you just don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, like think about it like this. Just say you're getting, just say $1,000 paycheck, right?
Okay.
And you go to Little Caesars, you just get a couple pizzas. Imagine getting 200 pizzas for your paycheck that one month.
Here's
That'd
what
be so fun.
Here's what I
Yeah.
want to be paid in. Remember when we used to do appearances at Meijer for radio
Yes.
stations? And back in the day, they just used to pay your talent fee. They give you your like $400 to be out there or whatever.
Right.
But they double it in gift cards. You could either take 400 cash or 800 in gift
No.
cards. I swear to God, man.
I take that all day.
I would take that
Dude,
all day too.
So I would want to be paid in Meijer gift cards because you can get everything at Meijer.
Who did that?
Meijer.
That's how you got paid doing that?
Yeah, the back in that like this was probably like 8 years ago or something. Then they changed it and they're like,
I never
no.
Wait, you're saying for their employees?
No, for the talent
For
that
the
was going
talent
out
fee
there.
for-
You could either take $400 or you could take like double that in gift
And
cards.
would it get taxed in your paycheck?
No, because
If they
they're just
gave it-
giving you gift cards.
I'd
Dude,
take
that's
that all
a win-win
day.
right there.
Yeah, ask Angel about it. She'll tell you about it. It was
Yeah.
back in the day, man.
That's so awesome.
So that's how I want to be paid, Meijer gift cards. But crypto,
Gift cards.
pretty good because it's essentially they're just awarding him stock.
Yeah.
And stock that's going to keep going up. So he's
Yeah.
going to turn that 6.5 into a lot more money.
Heck
Yeah, I
he
guess
is.
you're right when you put it that way.
And I wonder if that's going to be the future of the negotiations.
Dude,
like,
could you imagine?
like, Matthew Stafford signs a $140 million contract, 100 million cash, 40 million crypto.
And then there's got to be the wicked smart people behind it that
Right.
are like, all right, now let's put it here, let's put it here, let's put it here. They don't even have to do the work for that, and then they just reap the benefits. It's awesome.
Right. So
What do you
yeah.
think about
I
it?
mean,
More
that's
I
only
like
gonna
it.
help Bitcoin go up too. So I mean, it's a win-win for everybody on that.
Yeah, so that's just a news story out of the NFL that I wanted to cover because I think it literally just changed, like it changed the game.
The game has changed.
It literally has changed the game on how people
Derek
are going to
said
get
pay me
paid.
in Dino Nugs, bro. I would do that
Dino
all
Nugs.
day. I love Dino Nugs.
Wow, you know what's crazy? I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and just like 2 weeks ago, it was only at 19,000. So it skyrocketed like 8,000.
Well,
I wonder when he got his contract.
That's the thing. Like they just paid him out yesterday, but I wonder what
Was it yesterday?
the number was when he like
buy-in.
when they agreed to the contract. Like we'll give you Bitcoin at this price.
Let's see if I can find that.
Yeah. So yesterday was a bittersweet day for a lot of people, especially NBA fans and Kobe Bryant fans. There were some sweet videos out, but yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of the last game that Kobe and Gigi went to at the Lakers. And Corey
believe
has
it's
some
been a
video
year.
about that. And it's crazy to think about this. We're less than a month away from when Kobe passed away last year.
Right. I can't believe it's already been a whole year.
Yeah.
Don't you guys feel like this just happened the other day? That's how much of an impact he's had.
I mean, it was right before COVID. It was January 26th.
Yep.
Right.
So, I mean, you think about how fast COVID has flown by.
Man.
If you watch Josh Baker's quick hits from yesterday, it's on our Facebook page, and it's on YouTube, and it's on Instagram. You can watch it anywhere, but it's pretty much a memorandum of the entire year of 2020, and he starts off talking about, hey, listen, 2020, and he's talking shit to 2020, and part of that was Kobe. I mean, it was Kobe. And that was what kicked off a weird year of 2020, and that's where we are now. And we just played the video of LeBron dapping her up at the courtside, and just how proud Kobe was to have her as his daughter. And that whole hashtag girl dad trend kicked off this year to where all these badass guys are like now happy that they have daughters. Not like, oh, I didn't get my son. It's like, no, man, fuck that. I'm a girl dad. Like, does that make you feel good?
It does, because my dad's a girl dad. My dad's my best friend. He's my homie. So it's like, this whole thing gets to me.
Does it?
I will tear up if I talk about it. Yeah, I can't.
Well, that's kind of what we want to talk about. And not to get, like, weird, but what would be, like, one last thing you would want to do with your dad like they did? They went to the basketball game together. What would you want to do with your family?
Mine would be go up in an airplane, because my dad's a pilot, and he always said when I make the big bucks, he wants an airplane in the backyard. So that's one thing that I do strive. I do strive to get that. My dog is named Top Gun, after Top Gun, because my dad and I's favorite movie is Top Gun. He's Maverick.
Yep.
That would be what I would want to do, because when I was a baby, he took me up in his plane, and then he sold it because he had a family and everything else.
Oh, he really had a plane?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's an actual pilot.
Sweet.
He's an actual pilot. So we go to the airport all the time. When I was home, we went to the airport. We took Maverick to the airport. So that would be my thing. He always told me when he dies, he wants to be cremated in an airplane and do it over the St. Lawrence River.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So that would be go up in a plane with him. That's cool.
Go up in a plane, yeah.
That's cool. What about you, Joey?
I would probably just be a vacation together.
Yeah.
It's been
Just have a
so
good time.
long since we've actually done that. And I feel like just life has only been work.
Yeah.
And sometimes we forget to just slow down, and having that conversation with Corey and him overworking himself, it just made me realize, like, that's exactly what it is. And talking about Kobe Bryant and how fast life just gets by,
right,
without realizing what your last moment is going to be.
Right. I mean, when Kobe passed away, it was like an invincible being went down. Like, it's just one of those guys you never, like, I thought you just never, it's like Jordan. Like, Jordan is just omnipresent throughout my entire life. Like, even old Jordan is still Jordan, you know, and that's what you expected Kobe to be. And it was just weird when he got snatched from the earth like that, and especially the way he did, right? And how quick it was.
What was your thought? What was going through your head? Because I know you were super tight with your dad. And I know it's super emotional. We don't have to go there. But.
No, we can. When my dad passed away, I made a long post, and like my favorite moment ever with my dad before he died was going to a Tigers game. Like I was pretty broke at the time. It was between jobs and radio. I think I was waiting tables and shit like that. I had like $300 in my bank account, and my dad wanted to go to a Tigers game, and he's just like, get the $10 tickets, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I walked up to the booth, I bought the best tickets I could, and we sat 5 rows up behind home plate. I'll remember this game forever. It was because it was an interleague game too, so the Cubs were in town playing the Tigers. Ryan Rayburn hits a walk-off home run. Like, me and my dad.
God, you could say everything about this game, can't you?
I remember it vividly, and it's my favorite memory. So, like, yeah, if I could do one more thing with my dad, and that's what I said in that post, it would be go to a Tigers game, sit 5 rows up, and watch Ryan Rayburn hit a walk-off home run. Like, that to me, it was such a magical moment, and
he'd be so proud of you right now, though, because look at you. We're in sports.
Yeah, but, it's just one of those things. You don't realize it in the moment, but then you're able to look back on it, and it's like, shit, man, I wish we had more of those. Yeah. More of those moments.
That's
Corey?
a great memory.
Corey, what about you, buddy?
Well, for me, my dad will probably be going to the auto show.
Yeah.
Looking at cars is his thing. Going to an auto show like when it was well, now it's going to be in the summer whenever they started back up. But back in the day, we would just always go on the first day they let the public in. So we would go grab breakfast, and then we wouldn't always be the first in line, but we'd be one of the very few.
That's fun.
And we would just kick it there all day. Well, my mom, Who knows? Go do something. it's me and her. You know, me and her are both petty people, so we'll find something.
We'll find something to do.
You'll just go people watch and make fun of people. That's all good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
The best about the auto shows is you got to get those free magazines.
Oh my God! Do you remember that as a kid, like walking out of there? You had your Lamborghini poster, you had your Mercedes poster, and then like they just wound up under your bed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Or in the man cave if you had a basement.
Yeah. Oh
Walking
man.
up to the hot chicks, asking them for the posters and all that. I used to love it.
I can't wait for the auto show to be back. It was supposed to happen in the summer this past year for the first time ever. Like Detroit was going to be fucking crazy for the auto show.
Oh, yeah.
And now there's no more auto shows, period. But once the auto show gets back and once the earth opens up again, I can't wait for it to be during the summertime in Detroit.
Sure. Ooh, it's gonna be a good time,
It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be like a movement kind of weekend.
Yeah, for real it is. I mean, because this is the North American International Auto Show.
Yeah.
There's an auto show in almost every city. Like Grand Rapids has their own auto show, but it's like 30 cars, right?
You know what I think is cool is, so I live in Waterford right now, but so over there, they have this parking lot, and every Sunday, and this started happening when we lost the Dream Cruise because of COVID. People just go and they just park their really dope cars over there and they pop the hood and people just walk around. They have their own auto show.
Yeah.
And I think it's so awesome. I used to go in the summertime.
Yeah, someone mentioned Autorama in the chats, man.
Yeah, Autorama's cool too.
Yeah.
But there's something about seeing the futuristic cars at the auto show.
Yeah.
Seeing the concept cars.
Concepts.
It's cool.
Concept cars
and you know the girls aren't bad to look at either. The auto show models.
I didn't realize they were there.
Oh yeah. I remember being a kid, like going and just like, oh man, look at these chicks.
You're like,
look at these chicks.
Fatty on that Ferrari.
All right, Ferrari girl. Hi, I'm 12.
Ferrari girl.
I'm 12.
And I just got my first boner.
It's funny because we were talking about this yesterday about Stick's wife, how she works with the auto show. And he was talking about like all the different auto shows, and it's just something that I remember. Like I remember like your wife working with Toyota, and then I could just remember all these other girls that I met because it's something about an auto show girl that you just remember.
Yeah. Well, that's their job to be remembered.
Right.
Like you remember her or you remember the car.
What do they do there though? Like I feel like I can't remember exactly what they do.
They're product presenters. Like they'll just stand there and like, welcome, to the auto show. This is the new 300C with a 48 horsepower.
I'm trying to do that at M1 this year.
48 horsepower would be awful, by the way. Yeah, so.
Is that a moped?
So yeah, those are all good things, and it was just touching to see not only Vanessa share those memories about Kobe Bryant and her daughter, which I can't even imagine what she's going through almost a year later. But it's just it's good to remember Kobe, and it's good to remember just what he brought in and ushered in this year with. I think the biggest thing is the hashtag Girl Dad thing.
Girl Dad, yeah, for sure.
Like he made all these NBA players be super, super, super happy. Like being girl dads and being proud to be girl dads. And it's not that they weren't before, but now they wear it on their chest.
Yeah, but now they're like, hell yeah, I raised a badass.
Yep.
For real though, imagine like growing up for the rest of their kids and like just seeing really who your dad was.
Right.
And what he meant to the world. Because, I mean, there's obviously been a lot of quote unquote celebrity deaths. But this one just hit differently.
It did hit differently, didn't it?
Yeah.
And not like that's surprising, but this really did feel different. It was everywhere.
It was so shocking. I mean, like I feel like back in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, people died in plane crashes all the time, like famous people, bands, musicians, all because planes weren't as efficient as they are now. Helicopters weren't. But to lose like a Kobe Bryant to that was just shocking.
Yeah, it was.
I did not expect that.
And you even look at Speakeasy Sports, and we had the pleasure of meeting him a couple weeks ago. And
Shout out to Easy.
He's an amazing Detroit sports podcast.
Yep.
And when you brought him in, and he shared his story, I mean, you straight up asked how you got into this, and he said it was something about Kobe. When he passed, it made me realize that life's too short, and do what you want to do in life.
Yeah, that, and he said he wanted to do something to make his newly born child proud. And that's why he started his podcast. And obviously, there's no better foundation to start something.
No better motivation like that, huh?
Exactly. So shout out to Speakeasy Sports. He'll be coming in here. He did the Pistons pregame with us. He did some MMA fights with Art and stuff like that. So
great dude all around.
Yeah, great dude all around. And hi to everybody watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter this morning. I mean, we're all over the place. Adam's in the chat talking to people. So we just thank you guys so much for watching the show and waking up with us. And make sure you're following us and make sure you message us and we'll message you back and talk like that. Corey, let's take another 1 minute break real quick and then we'll come right back.
Welcome to Grow Green, the green standard for garden supplies here in Michigan over the past 10 years. We offer the best gardening and lawn care products and have an extremely knowledgeable staff to help you create your dream garden or make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Shop the store located in Whitmore Lake or online at growgreenmi.com. Delivery and curbside pickup available. Grow Green, making Michigan greener one grower at a time.
We wake up every day with a choice. Keep going down the same unfulfilling path or start chasing the life we dream about. At Northwestern Tech, we want to make that choice easier by allowing you to keep working your job while training for a real career in heating and cooling. And our hands-on program is only 10.5 months. So getting in the field and building a career and actually waking up with a purpose could be a lot easier than you think. Northwestern Tech, the HVAC school that works.
So it's bowl season, and it's one of my favorite times of the year. I know it's one of Fish's favorite times of the year. You guys ready for some bowls?
I'm ready for some bowls, man. What's the first
big
one?
Bowls? Well, last night was kind of the first big one, the Cheez-It Bowl with Oklahoma State beating the Miami Hurricanes 37-34. It was a good game, and shout out to the U, even though they lost. That was one of my favorite schools.
I didn't know it was called the Cheez-It Bowl, and all of a sudden you see Cheez-It Bowl trending on Twitter.
You thought it was a joke?
And I'm thinking in my head, like, no way, this is genius. This is a Cheez-It
Joey,
Bowl.
we both found out together yesterday, and I remember because Chop was actually the one that said it, and he was like, wait, so like, is there Cheez-Its involved? I was like, well, I love Cheez-Its, my favorite snack.
I mean, there are some weird bowl names, like the Duke's Mayo Bowl is happening.
Why do they make everything bowls?
It's a bowl game. It's just a bowl game. I don't know. It's just a term
that
they
use.
use.
Like on the side, okay.
Yeah, like the Super Bowl, the Rose Bowl.
I like the Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl is amazing.
That's a great one.
We're gonna maybe shoot our own with DDR, which would be cool. The DDR Puppy Bowl. But there are some weird bowl game names. Turn your mic on, Corey.
Nothing's better than the Chick-fil-A Bowl, though.
The Chick-fil-A Bowl?
There's a Chick-fil-A Bowl? Guys, I've never had Chick-fil-A.
No, real talk, because I was able to go to the Chick-fil-A Bowl, and it's unlimited Chick-fil-A for the media.
What? Wait, what?
Unlimited Chick-fil-A.
Just
so
a
like
Chick-fil-A buffet.
the entire 4 days I was there, I got Chick-fil-A whenever I wanted, how much ever I wanted, didn't spend a dime. And when I got to the arena, they get to the I think it was Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They gave us more Chick-fil-A. So yeah,
wow,
nothing better than that one.
So you love Atlanta and you love some Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A.
You've never had it, Chrissy?
I've never had it.
Well, they got their own bowl, so.
I gotta try it. I'm not like the biggest in fast food.
You could DoorDash them, I just realized.
Really?
I just found
Where's the
out,
closest one to here?
The mall, probably.
Yeah.
Somerset.
So the Cheez-It Bowl, that was last night. It was a fun game to watch. I mean, Oklahoma State got ahead early, and then the U fought back. But tonight, we got the Cotton Bowl. And when I was growing up, the Cotton Bowl was a big deal.
Is it like country?
No.
So we're not taking it literal?
No, I don't want to take that literal either. It's kind of a weird name to have for a bowl game in the South, I feel. But either way, it's the Cotton Bowl. It's happening tonight. It's who we got here? We got number 7 Florida versus number 6 Oklahoma. So these are like the guys that were almost good enough to make it into the playoffs.
But just didn't.
And that's kind of what I hate about the college playoff system right now. It's made all these other bowls just games.
Yeah.
Like they used to matter in the final rankings. They used to matter to teams and like seniors playing their last bowl game and they all mattered. Now it's like 2 matter and then the final one. Outside of that, what the fuck are you playing for?
Literally, you're playing for nothing.
Right.
It sucks.
It does.
But I mean, it's still great. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward for, 2 more days, Friday.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, Friday.
Where did that come from?
365. We went around the sun, Chrissy. We went around the sun.
Man.
So I'm looking forward to the bowl game tonight. I think it's going to be a great matchup between Florida and Oklahoma. I love Lincoln Riley and what he's done with pretty much every quarterback he's ever brought through there. And I'm just not a big fan of Florida. Yeah. Never have been, never will be. When Tim Tebow was there, a little bit of a fan, but Michigan had played them a couple years ago and got their ass kicked. The Michigan played them a couple years before that and kicked their ass. So it's been kind of a weird relationship with me and Florida. Not a big fan of Florida.
I appreciate weird relationships.
I'm excited to see Spencer Rattler too because he's a freshman quarterback for Oklahoma. And I just love seeing freshmen shining in bowl games.
Yeah.
And I know you said that it's different now, bowl games. Like, what are you really playing for?
Pride.
It's still pride.
Playing to get scouted?
Right. Yeah,
so I'm excited for that. It's crazy to me because you look at it's a number 7 seed versus a number 6 seed, and they have no chance at playing at the championship.
Yeah, well, they had the regular season to get to the championship, and they didn't do it.
I know, it's crazy to me. I feel like they got to switch it up. I mean, 4 teams, like they got to make it bigger. And I know there's been a lot of discussion about that and seeing if we should go to 8 teams.
Well, Belizean and Bell were talking about it, and I know, Corey, you were part of that conversation. Sean Belizean thinks they should go to like a Division II thing where it's like 60 teams that make the playoffs, and then they just, it's
like
actually
a March Madness style?
Essentially, it's March Madness, and it's, you decide it on the field. You don't decide it by a bunch of old dudes and coaches voting on which teams win.
I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it, too. I don't understand why college football has been the way. I guess I do because of money, and they want to disperse it amongst everybody and have the bowl games. But to me, I want it decided on the field. Like Michigan's last national championship, it was at 97. It's a quote-unquote split national championship because some people think it was Tennessee's, some people think it was Michigan. They never got to play each other.
Oh.
And so it's like, why? Why wouldn't you put the 2 undefeated teams in the nation against each other and let them go?
Why don't we make it about sports?
Exactly.
Not money.
Decided on the field. That's so crazy.
God.
So I'm looking forward to the game tonight. I know you like that freshman quarterback. Anybody you put in Lincoln Riley's system is going to be good. I love Lincoln Riley. I think he would actually make a decent head coach in the NFL. Just because of what he's done and what he's proven he can do with, Jalen Hurts, with a Baker Mayfield and all those guys. I'd like to see him maybe as a Lions coach.
There's so many potentials.
Right.
Like so many that if they were to come here, I'd be like, ooh, actually, that's a great pick. And he would definitely be one of them.
So we got some weird bowl names. Do you guys want me to list some of these off?
Yes, please.
Which one we got?
Do you want me to do top 10 or like top 15 on this?
Do a top 15.
Top 15 on this?
There's how many are there?
Yeah, you're gonna run.
There's like 50.
I guess I didn't know
that. How many games are there for real?
Well, there's a massive tie at 12, so we'll go with this. The Insight.com Bowl in Tucson, Arizona. Some of these don't exist anymore.
Stomping grounds.
But it's just funny names. The HomePoint.com Music City Bowl in Nashville.
What the hell's HomePoint.com anyway?
I don't know. Does it even exist?
Guys, I know this is a stupid question.
That was in 1999. What's that?
Are these all football? I know it's a stupid question.
That is a stupid question. Yeah, but all college football.
Fair. Well, I didn't know because there's so many bowls, so I didn't know if it was like we could make it different.
No, these are all just funny names of bowl games throughout the history of bowl games.
Okay.
Because they just sell the name. Like honestly, if we had enough money, we could have the Woodward Sports Bowl.
Yeah.
And we could have the Chrissy Bowl. Like you could just name it whatever you want. Like the Crucial.com Humanitarian Bowl in Boise. Crucial.com. Does anybody know what Crucial.com is?
No.
That's why all of these are hilarious. They're like, I don't even know. Ourhouse.com Florida Citrus Bowl in 2000 in Orlando.
Mortgage company, I'm guessing.
You think so?
Yeah, ourhouse.com.
Galleryfurniture.com Bowl. You can tell these are all in the early 2000s because they all wanted to include their .com in there. Like that's when the bubble was happening. EV1.net Houston Bowl.
What? Why is it so complicated?
You know what would be smart though if you were a business and you were to buy the rights to a bowl?
Right.
To just put your phone number, like 1-800.
The 1-800 call Sam Bowl.
Bowl.
That'd be so awesome.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen eventually. So we got the PapaJohns.com Bowl. Everybody's included.
I still never had Papa John's.
You've never had Papa John's?
Are you serious?
I like it.
I've never had Chick-fil-A, so it's okay.
Yeah, I like both.
I do too.
GoDaddy.com. Remember when GoDaddy was a huge thing back in the day?
I remember those commercials.
The TaxSlayer.com Gator Bowl.
Oh my God.
Are you ready for the TaxSlayer Bowl? Oh,
no.
And here we go. I can't even read this. The Cheribundi Tart Cherry Roca Baton Bowl.
It's like when you order at Starbucks.
I love the comment here. This is the kind of verbiage John Gruden barks at you in order to make a slant route. And that's exactly what it sounds like. The Cheribundi Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl.
And I'll have that in a grande, please.
Right.
Steamed milk.
No whip.
No whip.
That'd be a great with Starbucks bowl game. They got to do it.
I love this. The Duck Commander.
That would be a good bowl.
Duck Commander.
The Duck Commander?
The Duck Commander Independence Bowl in Shreveport.
Sounds like a safe word.
Like what team's got to play in that game? Like, it's got to be like
the Duck Commanders, baby.
It's got to be like Oregon, And
No, it's going to be like Northwestern Louisiana Tech State University versus
Junior.
Southeastern North Carolina Dakota or something like that. Like,
just mixed like 17 universities together on that.
The Duck Commander, did I say Duck Commander already?
Yes.
Okay. Battle Frog Fiesta Bowl. That sounds fun.
I can go to that.
That sounds like a fucking
They got
party.
me.
I feel like Bobby Boucher got to be in that one.
They probably play that on like Cinco de Mayo, and everyone's drinking margaritas watching the game.
Right, the battle of the Swamp Dogs versus the Unicorns at the Battle Frog Fiesta Bowl. There's a tie at number 4 with a bunch of them.
A tie, okay.
Yeah, the Magic Stick St. Petersburg Bowl. So
It's your bowl.
Magic Jack. I'm sorry, I was thinking Detroit Magic Stick.
Magic Stick.
Magic Jack. Do you guys know what the fuck a Magic Jack is?
No.
I don't either.
Like a magician?
No, I'm assuming it's like a fire stick, right?
Magic Jack.
Magic Jack. Look that up, Joey. The St. Petersburg Bowl presented by Beef O'Brady's.
And that's, there you have it.
The best part about this is all the guys that play in the bowl, they get the patch. And
God, there was such a long patch.
you got Beef O'Brady on your chest, like
Magic Jack is nothing hype. It's a USB port.
a USB port, and they could afford to sponsor a bowl game.
Heck
Ooh, okay, now this is interesting because this was in 2014. Obviously, we're in 2020 now, 6 years removed. Bitcoin St. Petersburg Bowl.
Wow.
Look how far Bitcoin has come from.
Dude,
They have.
imagine the buy-in back in 2014.
Right, to
I mean,
now,
$15.
to now they're paying NFL players their salaries.
Could you imagine?
Bitcoin has come a long way in 6 years. All right, the Poulin Weed Eater Independence Bowl.
There you go, Stick's favorite bowl.
Yeah, no, I don't want a weed eater. I want the weed smoker. The Poulin Weed Eater
Joy was
Independence
thinking
Bowl.
carpet muncher, weren't ya?
All right, so we got the top 2 weird names.
Who made this list, first off?
Yeah, where did this come
It's
from?
on bannersociety.com.
I love how the
.com.
voting, like, who was involved with the voting on
I
this
know.
one?
Who sat down and got paid for that? Or who volunteered for that?
The Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl, and apparently they still
Bahamas
sponsor
Bowl.
that. So Makers Wanted. What is is that part
Maker,
of?
that's a whiskey.
No, that's Makers Mark.
Makers wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't say Makers.
I didn't say.
Wow.
So
my head went.
Oh, this one's still my favorite, and I'm so glad this is number 1, and it's not a fake name. You ready for it?
Yeah.
The Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, baby. The Gasparilla Bowl.
That's amazing.
What is that? What's a Gasparilla?
I don't know.
I love that for
Oh,
us.
I think it's like a cowboy, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's almost like a cowboy. So yeah, if you guys could name a funny bowl out of a product that you use all the time or a funny product that you have in your house, what would you name your bowl? the vibrator.
I was gonna say
top drawer bowl.
the rabbit hole bowl.
The rabbit hole bowl.
The rabbit tickler, the second bowl.
Right, the pocket pussy
with
bowl.
a side of Starbucks.
That'd be so amazing.
The red rabbit bowl.
Right, and everybody gets unlimited red rabbits instead of Chick-fil-A.
Dude, like Wendy's, for example, they should come out with like the Frosty Bowl.
The Frosty Bowl?
The Frosty and Fries Bowl.
Okay, I just had that last night. Did you see my story?
Did you really?
And then I dipped chicken nuggets in the Frosty too,
Oh, that's
and
a new one.
everyone went fucking berserk on me. Like, there were the people that were like, hell yeah, girl, get it. I do the same thing. Then there was people that were like, you must be actually psychotic to do that. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you do that?
What? Dip your
Do you
French
dip-
fries and
Not the fries, because that's like typical, but I was dipping the spicy
nugget?
nuggets in the Frosty. Don't
Stick,
knock
when
it.
you're asking Stick,
Don't knock it till you try it,
you
dude.
can't have his mashed potatoes touch his mac and cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
No, true.
I'm not
So
dipping
you think
nuggets
I'm
into
crazy.
a goddamn shake?
Joey,
That's
would you?
disgusting.
Hell no.
Really?
And I'm
Anyone
the
in
guy
this
that
room?
goes to 7-Eleven. I throw every
Yeah,
single
see,
flavor
Justin
together.
would. Fishy, what about you?
I see Peter Griffin doing that, like on a Family Guy, like putting chicken nuggets
Right.
into it and then drinking it. Like
Well,
that's
it's
just,
so funny because I don't really eat fast food. And
Chocolate
last night
chicken
I had
nuggets?
this huge craving for
Are
it,
you
and I just
pregnant?
went all out.
Are you
no,
pregnant?
No,
Did
no.
Put pickles on there too?
Are you
no,
pregnant?
I'm not pregnant.
Are you pregnant?
No, it's almost that time of month though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
yeah, I
boy.
know. Don't worry, guys. I got it under control this time.
Shut the whole network down.
No, no, no.
Couple days.
I got it under control.
Hey, by the way, Chris, did we tell you we're taking off the holiday?
Yeah, we're out of here next week, just to let you know.
Yeah, we're off till the
Wait,
15th.
I don't have to come to work. You'd rather me not be here than
No,
actually.
I'm just trying to. Well-deserved vacation, Chris. You just got back from one, but you deserve another one.
That one was a vacation though. Do you call it family vacation? I guess you do, yeah.
Well, yeah.
If you love
Yeah,
them.
you do. You're right.
So yeah, those are the funny bowl game names that I wanted to touch on. I mean, It's just so funny. Like, if you got money, you can buy a bowl. It doesn't matter what. You could call it the chicken nuggets.
That's called stupid money.
Yeah, the chicken nuggets in a Frosty bowl. We could call it the Nerf.
That'd be awesome.
The Nerf football bowl. Corey, what would you call your funny bowl?
I don't know.
Your sweater,
The raid can bowl.
The raid can bowl? You got roaches like that?
No, not roaches. I got spiders.
Oh shit!
Oh, you got
Wait,
spiders
tell
like
us
that,
about that. You got spider problem in your house?
The raid
Man,
can
it's like
bowl.
it's like in my basement. Like the
Really?
spiders. I spray. They're gone now, but man, it was bad.
Did they have a nest down there? This
I'm
is
moving
so
out.
random and so.
I'm moving out.
Me
out,
and Stick.
out of nowhere, it just picks the raid can bowl. Because we're talking about what you have at your house.
Me and Stick were in the car once. I think it was when we were shopping for stuff in studio. It was just me and Stick. And we see Corey pull up. We're like, you know what we love about Corey? And I'm like, what? And we're like, he always just comes out with the most random shit you would never expect. And sure enough, Corey walks up to the window and we're like, hey man, you got like 5 minutes, you can go back in your car. And he's like, oh cool, I'm gonna go finish my smoothie bowl. And we're like, you see? Like, why is he so random?
Did not see that coming.
A raid can, dude. What?
The rat trap bowl. Well, Corey, if you need help with your spider problem, we're here to help you.
Oh
buddy.
no, that's gone now.
Okay, good.
Corey, you're the best.
So the bowls I'm looking forward to, there's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. That's Cincinnati versus Georgia. That's happening.
That's not bad. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that they still keep the Peach Bowl name. You know, they don't like entirely get rid of it.
Right.
Like
And
Rose Bowl, for example. Like they
Rose
gotta
Bowl.
keep the name.
And like the Cotton Bowl hasn't sold out either. It's still the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
The Munchie
presented
Bowl.
by
Twisted Tea to the Face Bowl. I love that.
Twisted Tea to the
These
Face
comments
Bowl.
are great.
We got the college football playoff semifinals. That's going on New Year's Day. So those are the games that everybody's hyped about. Alabama versus Notre Dame.
Ain't nothing to be hyped about that game.
Why? Alabama's
gonna
going to
wax.
You think so?
Hell yeah, they shouldn't even be here.
Chrissy,
Oh.
if there's some funny names for bowl games, let's read them out in there. Go through them.
Yeah, those just a couple of them. Smoke a bowl to the face.
Smoke a bowl. Smoke a bowl.
Smoke a bowl.
Yeah.
The Smoke a Bowl.
Smoke a bowl. The wine bowl, a bottle of wine bowl.
Bottle of wine bowl. Nice.
Oh yeah, there it is. Someone said the Smoke A bowl.
I like
the
that.
Pikachu bowl. Someone said Chrissy, the Pikachu bowl. Fuck yeah.
No, like White Claw Bowl.
The White Claw. That'll come.
The Claw
gonna
bowl.
The Claw Bowl.
Claw bowl.
Claws.
So Alabama, Notre Dame, that's going on 4 p.m. New Year's Day. And on New Year's Day, we're going to do a big college preview show right here in place of the morning show. So Chrissy can get drunk New Year's Eve, and you don't even have to come in New Year's Day.
Wow, that was really sweet of you guys.
We're always thinking of you.
Oh my God! No, that's just because you guys think it's gonna be that time of month by then. You're like, oh, we're giving you the day off, girl.
I'm gonna be heated on that show, man.
I'm gonna be so no, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna be good this time.
Okay.
I've prepared.
Good. We're ready
Well,
for it.
you can't really prepare.
Save this,
but-
Corey. Save
So,
that clip.
yeah, cool,
Save
save
that
that
clip.
clip.
That clip.
And then we got the All-State Sugar Bowl. That's Clemson versus the hated Ohio State, who shouldn't even be in this bowl game, but they are.
Someone said the
Okay,
beer belly bowl.
So if Justin Fields shows out in this game and Trevor Lawrence doesn't really even shine,
Right.
do you see any changes in the draft class?
That is an interesting question.
Because that's why I'm so looking forward to this. Because to me, I'm taking Wilson out. I mean, BYU's quarterback. I mean, I don't know how miraculously the dude just jumped to.
Because he's the
past
next
Justin
Joe
Fields.
Montana.
Get the hell out of here. It's still BYU. But for me, I want to see Justin Fields taking on Trevor Lawrence and just see who is the difference maker in this game.
Yeah.
Because Clemson obviously is the better team
On paper, for sure.
On paper.
Yep.
But Ohio State undefeated, and Ohio State, to me, one of the better teams in this one.
So if Justin Fields shows out over Lawrence, you think he should jump him in the draft, or do you think the number one pick is just set, signed, sealed, delivered as Trevor Lawrence?
It's got to start a discussion at least.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Trevor Lawrence, by far, there's been no talk of him not being number one.
Well, there was some discussion early on in the season. Like, it was Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields. And now it's like Trevor Lawrence, BYU, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Corey, what do you think? If Justin Fields outperforms Trevor Lawrence in this game, does he hop him in the NFL draft?
No.
Yeah. Okay, good. I mean, nobody's going to take over Sunshine. That dude, people have been wanting him for 2 years.
I mean, I think you take him if you just want to get fired.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to take Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence, that's a quick way to get fired.
That is a quick way to get fired.
Kenny said take one team from the playoff out, OSU or Notre Dame.
I'm taking OSU out. They didn't earn it. They had to play a makeshift game.
No, I'm taking on Notre Dame.
You look at everybody's records; they're like 11-0, 11-0. Then you look at Notre Dame, it's 6. Or then you look at Ohio State, and it's 6-0.
Yeah, but it's not their fault.
But that's still, I mean, rules is rules.
Come on, they're still undefeated.
God, I find
in
myself
their
saying that to everything now. By the way,
because
I'll be in a store and I'm like, "Don't steal that. Rules is rules."
Rules is rules.
my thing is Notre Dame. They are not a fit in this.
They beat Clemson though.
Their practice squad.
They just were out without Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, without.
Yeah.
You're talking about him being the saving grace and the #1 draft pick.
They still beat them. I mean, if they lost to them, then yeah, get the fuck out of here, Notre Dame. But they won the game, and you can't penalize them because they won the game. Because why do we play? We play to win the game.
No, that's still. I mean, you can't do that. You look at Texas A&M, who should easily be there instead of Notre Dame,
instead of Ohio State,
and they beat Florida, and they beat Auburn. And
right.
You look at them, and they say, "Oh yeah, the strength of schedule." They beat Clemson.
Yeah, they did.
I know
they beat the number 2 team in the country. That's good.
Without their stuff, that's like talking about beating the Lions without coaches.
Yeah.
I mean,
they still beat them, man. And that's the thing. Like, you can't take away that you can't take away what was put in front of them. But that's not their fault.
I agree with that.
Go back to Ohio State. I can't believe I'm standing up for Ohio State.
I can't believe this. I
really can't. Listen, Michigan or Michigan State plays Ohio State. I want them to kill and annihilate Ohio State.
I think it's because you just love Justin Fields so much.
Take that away from it. I mean, put Justin Fields aside. Yes, I love him. I think he would be a great fit in Detroit. But you can't value a W like that.
Right.
Side note,
college football too.
Side note, Mitch hasn't been in the chat, and there's like a huge war going on right now trying to find Mitch. And someone said Mitch finally won, so he no longer shows up.
Dude, that's funny.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch this morning with us commenting.
Mitch is too good for us. I knew he'd change.
Well, hopefully, I mean, the teams are who they are, so we're going to get what we're going to get. We're going to get Alabama and Clemson in the finals. Like, I don't think I'd be shocked if there was any other matchup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Notre Dame's defense is horrible. So to see what Alabama's going to put up against them on New Year's Day, dude, I'm saying 70 points.
70 points?
I seriously think they're going to put up 70 against Notre Dame defense.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We're going to find out New Year's Day, and we're going to do our bowl preview right here on the Woodward Sports Network. 8 a.m. New Year's Day. We'll be here partying, popping some champagne, celebrating 2021.
Champagne showers!
Yeah.
Is BYU in a bowl game?
Yeah, they already played.
Did they win?
Yes.
By a lot. And your boy looked very good in that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're ready for New Year's Eve around here, ready for New Year's Day, ready for some bowl games. Mm-hmm. Like, I love New Year's Day, just getting fat on the couch watching bowl games.
That's pretty much what we do every holiday now.
Yeah.
We just get fat and watch sports.
Welcome to being a guy,
yeah,
Chrissy.
I know. I feel like I've turned into a guy with you guys.
We love it. We love every minute of it.
Like I was before, but now I'm really a dude. Like there's times where I wake up, I'm like, no, go put like a shirt on or like.
Dude, this is garbage. I'm looking at BYU because they played in the Boca Raton Bowl last Tuesday.
Yep.
Dude, BYU, number 16 ranked, 11-1. They played UCF.
Yeah.
6-4 UCF.
UCF is always an athletic team, though. I mean,
6-4.
They've put out some good players, UCF, in the past couple of years. So, but yeah, BYU hasn't played the schedule of a Trevor Lawrence,
So how do you jump him?
That's what scouts are doing. So I don't know. I'm assuming they know better than me, but
they definitely do.
Sometimes they don't. I mean, look at Mitch Trubisky going above Pat Mahomes and Watson. They traded up to get him.
Right.
Up. They traded up to get him.
That'd be a cool job being a scout. I feel like you'd be an awesome scout.
I would love to be a
would
scout.
You?
I would
you
love
like to do that,
so much. I would love it, but
is that a lot of pressure?
For me, I would love to be a scout recruiting for college.
For college, because it's not too intense, but it's,
No, I just love seeing young athletes. And it's
with
tough
potential.
Also because to my point about BYU playing UCF, it's like you don't really get to see him playing against one of the best teams in NCAA football.
Right.
So in high school, that's what's so tough is you see these athletes playing against teams that you have no clue about.
Right.
Well, that would be a great job.
We're going to find out, and they're going to settle it on the field.
Don't disrespect Central Florida. They won the national championship in 2017.
Yeah, just ask them. Just ask them. Well, they
Tell
did.
them, Fish.
They're self-proclaimed national champions.
Right.
Darren said, "What a beauty pageant answer."
So Chrissy, you had a weird situation yesterday where you, we put you in an awkward situation.
Yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's funny. I looked up at Joey because I knew it. So someone comes in here, right? You guys you're about to go leave to do whatever the hell you guys were gonna go do. Go be bros in the parking lot.
That's right, bros in the parking lot time. My man.
I mean, we left you a lot yesterday. You know, we left you to go get sandwiches.
Yeah.
We left you to do this. But then this one time we left you.
And then I just left. I was so mad at you. But Joey texted me and he's like, "Hey, can you just stay here real quick with this dude?" And I'm like, I did the Adam thing. I slammed the table. I'm like, "Here we go." So this dude sits down. We're talking, and it's like one of those people that just keep asking questions like a child. Where? Who? When? Why?
Nice.
Why'd you do this? Where's your?
I love those people.
Well, it gets old after like 10 minutes.
I'm one of those
minutes.
people.
Yes, but you're like not bad to talk to.
Oh, thanks.
There are people that are like, well, why would you do that? Well, why did you go here?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And when you give them an answer, they're like, well, why would you do that? You're just like, bro, I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. So I'm like, I'm sitting here, we're about maybe 10, 20 minutes deep, and I'm just, Joey, I wanted to kill you yesterday because I suddenly had to find a way out of this conversation. So you know what I said? I was like, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. And I never came back. I went home. I went home.
Oh, what a dick.
I went home because I couldn't think on my feet like that because I hadn't been in that situation in so long, and then Joey put me in it, and I was like, just do the bathroom thing and leave. I took my whole...
I put you in it.
Because you were the one I looked at, and you looked at me like, yo, chill here for a
we
minute.
had a stick and I had to hop in a meeting. It's not our fault.
Stick didn't tell me to sit there and wait with him because I was on my way out.
I gotta ask, Chrissy, how many times have you dipped on a dude by faking going to the bathroom?
Not by going to the bathroom.
Okay, like have you done that at a meal?
I've done the whole text your best friend, oh my God, we gotta go, and all that. I've gotten out of some really weird situations
100%. It's Chrissy just liking the dude because he got tattoos.
Yeah.
He gets a chance, and then I'm out.
Right. Yeah, well, you know what sucks is most of the time the guys with a ton of tattoos are really shitty conversations. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm learning that, but
They got a lot of tattoos.
I got
He got
1,
a
2,
tattoo.
3.
He don't have a lot.
I got 4.
Yeah, but I'm talking the guys that are like fully tatted and shit
Right.
like that. Like it's always the ones that look so fucking good. They're just shitty conversations.
Joey, have you ever left a girl on a date like that?
Not left the girl, but tried ending dates quick.
Yeah.
How do you end? So I guess that's a great question. Is how do you end the date quick without dipping the way I did?
Pull out the phone. Just say something popped up.
The
you
phone
gotta
thing?
attend.
But everybody knows that. Everyone
Right.
knows the good old phone
Yeah,
trick.
but we can use that because with what we do, we're more on-call employees, I feel like.
Oh shit, the pisses just stopped by. I gotta go back to the studio.
Damn.
Hey, it's Troy Weaver. I gotta go. He's recruiting me for something.
Matthew Stafford just called me. I gotta go.
I gotta go. Sorry, they need a long snapper
Phil
this week.
Belichick with the phone.
No, one time I kind of went on a blind date and I met a girl at a club.
Oh, the good old club meet.
Wait,
Leave
you
it
met
to
her up at the
stick.
club on a blind date?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never gone on a
But you
on a
can't
club date.
hear. How like the music's like bumping and shit. How'd you do that?
Well, I didn't.
Horrible.
It didn't matter.
That's such a horrible first date idea.
Why?
Going to the bar or a club.
No,
Getting drunk
You
and-
got to. That's
Yeah.
where I meet
No,
people.
you gotta go like if you go to like a low-key chill bar and go get a beer, yes, but not a club.
I guess I agree with not a club, but there is something comfortable in meeting someone like out like that. You know what I mean?
In
Like,
the
oh,
open
let's
like
go to the
that?
club and dance
Right.
because you know you're gonna dance.
Yeah, but you limit your options because you're there, you trap with
Well, what
this
did
one,
you
but then
do? When
look
you
it
went,
over
what
there,
did
got
you do?
another one.
She got out of the car. I was not a fan.
Shut up!
Then we went into the
You're
club.
like next on MTV.
Yeah,
Next.
yeah. And I was not a fan. We went into the club and
Dude, well, you shallow ass.
and I just dipped.
You
Like we
shallow
walked
ass.
in and I walked right out and went to a different
Wait, so
bar.
what happened?
She
She
messaged.
looked not how you thought, or
Yeah, she messaged me later like you didn't have to leave me like that. You could have just said you weren't interested and shit. No,
I mean, she's right, dude. That's an asshole move.
oh come on, you're the one that just said you fake going to the bathroom.
I would at
man,
least
dude,
talk to
that's
him.
a-
I didn't fucking dip and leave him in a club.
Oh, so I should have given her. I should have
I
given her.
left him here with people around that you could talk to.
So I should have given her
Starved that girl
5
for
minutes of
life.
Did
conversation
you drive
and
her,
dip.
or what happened?
No, we met there, so she was fine. She could find her way home.
I don't agree with it.
See, lesson learned right there. You
I don't agree
never
with it.
Pick the girl up on a first date.
No, never, ever.
Never.
And I
No.
never let a dude come pick me up either in case I want to dip
'Cause then-
out.
yeah, then you're at their disposal.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I left and that was that.
I have a question.
Never saw her again.
I have a few questions actually.
All right, let's hear them.
So who set you up on this blind date? Because if this is so out of your league, this chick, this person hates you.
Out of my league? No, she just wasn't my type. Like I got out of the car, she had like short blonde hair with all this shit in it, and I was just
What do
like,
you mean shit in it? What was in it?
like clips and she looked like like when 12-year-old girls have those like little
butterfly
barrette clips and
you
stuff.
shut your mouth.
I swear to God, and like I was just like, this chick's not for me.
Okay, so who set you up?
A buddy of mine.
Is he like a good buddy?
Yeah, no, he was like, oh, I know this
chick. Did you text him later and be like, bro, what?
I was like, well, that's the last blind date I'm going on.
Yeah.
And that was the last blind date I ever went on.
How did he know her or know of her?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about this girl past. I got out of the car, left her in the club, and left.
So wait, so you and her walked into the club?
Yes, I paid for her to get in the club.
And then you just fucking went like this, and then she turned around, or how did that?
We were drinking at the bar, and I was like, I'll be right back.
You said, I'll be right back, and you fucking dipped.
Yeah.
You left her at the bar in a club.
Yeah.
Oy.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like that.
Why?
Like, I'm all for the savage, but like leaving a chick in a club is fucking scary. If a dude ever left me in the club, I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
I thought you were grown-ass women and could handle yourself.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden you can't be left alone in fucking nightclubs?
No, I didn't say you couldn't be left alone.
It was a double date though, right?
No.
Oh,
no, it was a blind date. But the thing for me is she's absolutely right. Just fucking say, hey man, I'm gonna dip out the club, because it's like there are guys that haunt in the clubs. Like you, like being a chick in the club alone.
That's not my responsibility.
Guys around you are like a haunt. Yes, it is.
I have no loyalty to this chick.
Yes, but you brought her to the fucking club, man.
I didn't bring her to the club. She met me at the club.
You asked her to go to the fucking club.
How many times do you see a girl by herself at the club?
You don't. Exactly,
Never.
Joey.
They got to roll in squads. You know that. We've been through it.
You have to, dude, because being a chick, I get preyed on like that in the club. And honestly, I've been grabbed in clubs before because they thought I was alone.
I've been grabbed in clubs before too.
Okay, but you're a lot bigger than me, aren't you? Like.
Well, I don't see the problem. You're allowed to dip out and fake going to the bathroom. I'm allowed to dip out.
It's a club though. Like chicks get preyed on in clubs.
So, okay. So what is appropriate for me to leave her? I had to be like, hey, you're ugly. I'm out of here.
Well, no, you just had to tell her you were leaving. Make up something. My friend called.
Oh, so lie to her. That's such a better solution.
Lie to her is fucking better than leaving her in the club, bro. I'm not going to give you that.
I'm sorry.
If it was in like maybe a dive bar, sure, fine, whatever, dip out. I don't care. But club, that atmosphere sucks being a chick.
Imagine the dude that met her and said, hey.
She may have met her husband that night.
No,
I may have changed her life.
No, she didn't. You know damn well she went home crying.
You don't meet your wife in the club. You don't meet your husband in the club.
I met my wife in the club.
Did you?
Yeah, got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
What is with your life?
Voodoo nightclub, what up?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, then you know what? I stand corrected. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I just never would have thought I'd find my future man in the
Someone
club.
meets you in the club. I don't want to find my wife in the club.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with meeting your girl in the club, man.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just never thought you would. Because clubs, you can't really hear
Look
shit.
at this, people. Quit attacking my man. She's a grown-ass woman. Don't go there if she doesn't feel safe.
But also agree with Chrissy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're going to have disagreements on this, and I don't think there's anything wrong with me being an independent person, not wanting to pursue somebody.
You don't do a first blind date at a club.
Yeah, Voodoo Windsor. That's where you meet your wife. That's where back in the day. So Joey, let's get into dumbass of the day, and it's not me for leaving a girl at the club.
Honestly,
you did that.
Why? You know me by now.
I know. I guess I can believe it.
Listen, our dumbass of the day. I had one, but I'm throwing it away. Stick.
Why?
The dumbass of the day.
Stick's the dumbass of the day?
She's gotta be. No, I'm just kidding. So this dumbass of the day. We all have heard stories, because we don't have kids, but we've all heard stories about kids just buying apps and putting all these charges on parents' credit cards because, you want to get your kid like a little Fortnite credit or something.
Right.
I'll put my credit card in, go ahead, buy some credits or whatever they call it in Fortnite. I don't play it. But imagine getting a charge on your credit card for $16,000
from your kid?
From your kid.
I thought you were gonna say 16. I was like, damn, that would suck. It was 1,000.
16-year-old kid. A $16,000 charge.
Okay, so what do you do from here as a parent?
Declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, right? Like someone stole the account or something, right?
No, you gotta pay it.
You do?
So the kid went on a spending spree in the App Store. It was all related to the Sonic Forces game. And none of them, which is crazy, and this is something that the parent definitely had wrong. Mom should have known better than to not have any passwords.
I agree, yeah.
So it's all on her, but still $16,000. I don't know how you can do that, but a lot of these charges were like $500 here, $600 here, and racked up to $16,000. $1,000.
Gaming, I mean, gaming's expensive, especially when they get you and you got to buy more eggs to get to the next level or more something to get to the next level.
Your nephew Will charged $700 when he was 10, apparently.
Yeah, no, I know.
700?
Dang.
Wow, like the apps that I'm seeing
They don't
are
have
$1.
a concept of money. They don't have the concept of that
because
stuff yet.
it's Fortnite skins. He
Buy
wanted
tokens and skins.
Yeah, he wanted all the, the new wardrobes, the dances, the skins, and all that good stuff.
But $16,000, don't you get a notification or something that's like, bro, your account?
I don't know. I mean, their parents got to be balling, though, to have a $16,000 credit limit on one credit card.
I'm getting flagged.
Right.
That was the word I was looking for, flagged, yeah.
Right. So yeah, that is it's tough to call how old was he, 4? 6-year-old a dumbass of the day. So let's call his parents the dumbass.
Yeah, it's more the parents
for giving
sure.
a 4-year-old access to your credit line.
Yeah.
With no passwords.
No
Such
passwords.
a rookie move, Mom.
Always have passwords, man.
That is awesome. So that is the dumbass of the day. I also want to kind of point out another dumbass of the day, the University of Arizona.
What happened to that?
They've broke, I think, like 5 to 9 NCAA rules, and they put themselves on their own violation, and they put themselves on probation because of it.
So we got so bad that they have to put themselves on probation.
They put themselves in timeout.
It's like when I put myself to bed when I'm too drunk.
Right, exactly.
Go to bed, bitch.
So to me, that's a dumbass of the day. Like, to allow that type of culture to carry on within your university and to the point where you got to punish yourself. I like when teams do that because the NCAA won't come down as hard on them, but I don't know, man. So you're a dumbass for cheating all that much.
Can't cheat.
Can't cheat.
Don't get caught.
Rules is rules.
Rules is rules.
Rules is the rules. So thank you guys for waking up with the Morning Wood Show this morning. We are out. It's a Wednesday. It's kind of rainy. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve day.
What?
We're going to be talking about memories from the year. We'll play back the top 10 plays in Detroit sports. And just thanks for everybody for watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch this morning. And make sure you follow us everywhere at Woodward Sports.
So we got 10 good plays in Detroit.
That was tough to come up with 10, bro.
Whose job is that? That's a tough job.
That was Alex, the intern's job. And honestly, we went through it, and it was a tough year for Detroit sports to come up with 10 amazing plays. And just the highlights look really weird with nobody in the stands.
Yeah.
It really does.
Weird vibe, man.
Yeah, weird vibe. But we'll show you guys that tomorrow. Thanks for waking up. Thanks for being in the chat. Have a great Wednesday.
Bye-bye.